Hello everybody, my name is CulBlu. I'm bringing this video of me playing a board game, and today I'm going to be playing through G.I. Joe, the deck building game, with the Shadow of the Serpent expansion. Will I play every single expansion that I have? I'm not planning on doing every single one, but maybe I will. I don't know. It just kind of depends on how it goes. But I figured in this new year, I decided I want to try to see if I can play through all of my games. Not all of my games, just a lot of them. So anyway. We're starting with this particular playthrough here, so let me go ahead and start our background music because you know I love my background music. So we get that going, and actually let's turn that down a little bit. There we go. And we'll go ahead and zoom out to our table here. So essentially, I'm not going to teach how to play the game. I'm going to assume that we all have a general idea of how to play the game, the base game at least. The G.I. Joe, the deck building game, with the Shadow of the Serpent expansion, adds a few things to the game, and I will talk about some of those things briefly so I can make sure that one, that I'm doing the rules correctly, and then two, make sure that we all have an idea of what's brand new, what's going on. So starting off with the big ad for the game, we will have this command track. Actually, let me just bring this on camera. So we'll have this track here, and this is the command center. So the command center will exist, and they'll allow us to, throughout the course of the game, we'll be allowed to kind of repair it, to build it up, and it allows us to get some extra abilities and effects. And that is something that we'll be able to do. And the reason why it's so dark right now is because there's a Luma key on this, so that's so it can show up in a ghost form on the other side. So let me just go back to our normal, regularly scheduled thing. There we go. So essentially, this will allow us to have it on screen without it being on screen. But essentially, as I play the game, we'll have stuff come out through here and be on this little thing, and this will give us extra abilities and extra benefits and bonuses, some passives, some actives, all that kind of fun stuff. Another thing that's added to the game will be the different, sorry, let me get that out of the way, will be the different complications. So we'll have some new complications here, and I'll zoom in on those. We'll have some new complications here, and there are these ones down here. These will get shuffled in with the rest of the complications. So these are some of the new complications added. There's also going to be 3 new Cobra commanders added into the general fray. So we'll have Firefly, Serpentor, and Dr. Venom. And then the only other new thing outside of that is the Cobra Trooper ninjas. The Cobra Trooper ninjas are going to be these guys. They're going to function the same as normal Cobra Troopers, except for one, they're harder to fight, and then two, they'll be able to also block the command tiles. So there'll be cards that come out to say put a Cobra Ninja on the command tile and do the thing. So there'll be that. Also, an additional thing is that we'll also have a new set of cards that we're going to shuffle into the rest of the cards. And some of these cards are really big, giant cards. Like this one will have a very subtle symbol here, which will be this kind of winged thing going on. So compare that to a normal vehicle from the base game, like this one right here. You'll see that this one is just a little circle, and then this one is a circle with the wings. The wings basically means a group purchase, so that means that we can all pitch in to buy the thing. When you do a group purchase, you'll essentially spend the card for its recruit points and then throw the card away if you're not the active player. You do not trigger any effects or anything else, whether for gear or for Joes. And we also got a few more Joes added in here and some more stuff. Okay, cool. So everything else is pretty much standard. We're just going to play the standard affair. I'm not going to play the other mission. I'm going to do mission 3. And we're going to set up mission 3 here in a second, and we're going to play a normal game. But I'm not going to play mission 4. Mission 4 requires some special setup that I don't want to do. So, and the special setup is not that complicated. It's just special setup. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle this stuff here to the best of my ability to get all those cards in there. We're also not playing the expert mode or with the expert stuff. Clearly, we're going to play the basic game. And yeah, I have some overlays and stuff that are going to be on the screen that are going to be showing the mission cards and stuff so we can actually read them. I think I kind of cracked the code here and figured it out. So we'll just continue along with the magic that works. And then we'll set up our decks and we will start our things here. Actually, I feel very loud. Sorry, I'm turning my volume down a little bit. It feels louder than normal. All right, how's that? Is that better? All right, I think that's good. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle these main cards. And like I said, I'm gonna give them the best shuffle I can. And sorry, we also have 2 new Joes that are added. I'm gonna play with one of them. I'm gonna play with Storm Shadow because that'll be pretty fun. Storm Shadow does pretty good against the ninjas. Actually, fine, I'll play with both. I'll play with Hawk and Storm Shadow. I feel like Hawk is not as cool as everybody else. Hawk is +4, his ability is +4 when buying group items, and then reduced by 1 for each other player in the game. So it's gonna be +3 when buying group items for Hawk, which I don't think there's gonna be a ton of group items, or maybe there are. And then Storm Shadow, his ability is +1 wild when going versus a ninja. When you defeat a ninja, target player draws 1 card. So you get to choose somebody to draw a card. And actually, you know what? I take it back. I'm not gonna play Hawk. That's right. Nope, Hawk, you're not gonna be here. That's right. I wanna do Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes because I want them to team up. That would be pretty fun. So here's Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow will be the 2 that I'm gonna play just because I can. We got the ninjas going here and we got their boosted cards, and that's gonna be for the setup for the base. Oh, sorry, setup for my starter decks for the 2 players there. And then once I finish shuffling these cards here a little bit more, I'll go ahead and set up the mission structure for mission 3, which I have the cards in front of me here. All right, so complications, I'm gonna shuffle these, and I'm gonna play the complications the same way I played last time. For those who don't know, the complications, you're supposed to use the level 1 complications for the first mission, and then a mixture of level 1 and level 2 complications for the second act in the mission, and then a mixture of level 1, level 2, and level 3 complications for the last mission, or the last act of your mission, last acts of your missions. So what I'm saying is that I'm essentially going to follow the same thing I did last time, which is any complication that ends up in the discard are going to be the complications that are going to be mixed in with the other one with the new missions, because it kind of encourages me to not get too many complications, and also encourages me to just kind of barrel through some of the missions a little bit faster. So I feel like it's a reasonable timer, so I'm gonna use that as a timer. So the expansion is going to add 4 level 1 complications, and then it's going to add, it's going to add 4 level 1 complications, and then it's going to add 2 level 2 and 2 level 3 complications. So we're going to have more complications into the deck for the glorious, hopefully limited Hydra. I don't know why it's called Hydra Glorious, oh gosh. Am I a spy? Hail Hydra. All right. So here's the starter cards here. We got the 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Joes, and then we got the 3 other starter cards, and then we got our leader here, which is Storm Shadow on the right-hand side here. And get that a good shuffle. And then we got same thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Joes. We got the 3 cards there, and we got Snake Eyes. So we can get that a shuffle too. Okay, so that's all good. And then we'll put the rest of these guys away. We got our upgraded cards there. We got a turn sequence there. The rest of these guys I will put over here in the box, because these are all base game stuff. Okay. Why are these things in front of me? All right. We got to set up our missions. So we're going to set up our missions per the normal build. So we got our mission 1 gold, and then we got our 2 grays. Actually, I'm gonna shuffle these a little bit. I haven't looked at these. I don't know what they are. But like I said, we're doing mission 3 here. So we're doing that. And for mission 2 or act 2, we're going to shuffle these. There we go. Shuffle these for act 2. And we're going to get 2 of these. And then that one, and then finally act 3. Shuffle those best we can. 1, 2, and then there. All right, so we got our act structure all set up. Everything is all good and ready to go. So about to shuffle these, and I will put my missions over here. So we have our. Ooh, I gotta zoom that out, don't I? Oh no, I hit the button. Oh shoot, 1 second. I know how to fix this. There we go. Messed up my perfect setup there. All right, that's getting cut off. Okay, maybe I need to zoom out a little bit more. Too much. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, and then I can set the other cards there. All right, I had this set up beforehand, but I hit a button that lost my camera setting that I didn't keep in place. Anyway, I'm just gonna keep that there so that way we can kind of read what's there, and it's gonna overlay on top of the screen. Oh man, I gotta zoom out a little bit more, don't I? I don't wanna have too much open area around it, but it's good, it's good. All right, okay, that's good. All right, so that's gonna be our mission coming up. So that mission is going to be the one that we're gonna be facing here soon. Actually, I'm gonna put it in the, well, I'll keep it there for a second. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have the mission that is on deck is gonna be there, as in the one that's gonna be showing up later after we finish the current mission we're on, the active mission we're on. And the mission that's gonna be coming up that's the active mission is gonna stay there. So it's gonna be a little bit weird kind of with the way I have my chroma key set up, but, or my Luma key set up, but we're just gonna go with it. We're just gonna go with it. All right, one second, let me fix the mic. Okay, that's better. All right, so we have done everything for setup. We got our first mission out, so we're gonna bring out our first 6 cards. And there's our first 6 going across. And there will be a glare, so it's gonna be a little bit hard to read things. I will definitely be reading out the various cards as they come along, so no worries. I got my service rifles over here, got my discard. I'll put, oh gosh, running out of space. Yeah, because I had to move things over to fit the setup there. That's fine. I'll keep the service rifles up here. I'll be able to reach them if I need to, like I ever get service rifles. So the main thing is that for command center, so for the command center, the tiles are face down, and it says unless the mission says otherwise, you can select the group cost for the affected tiles. And here's the command center. Here are the command center tiles. Like I said, the chroma key or the Luma key's on, so it's going to look a little weird with my hand going across here. But essentially, they'll have these effects. So this one, the repair bay, will allow me to place transports there to make them easier to kind of bring back up. The command room, it says in phase if none. Sorry, I'm trying to read it from here because if I can read it, then y'all can read it. It says in phase if none on the command. Oh, sorry, if no. So weird. When it says if none on the command center, does it mean if no ninjas? I think that's what it means. All right, it's saying if it's not being attacked, if the command center is not being attacked, it's clear of all threats, then I get to draw 1 additional card. So going over to Stockade. Stockade is really nice because it allows me to put Cobra officers here. And that, or sorry, defeated Cobra officers here, and that means that they can't come out until it breaks, and then they get rescued. So that means they can't come back into the game, with the exception of if our mission says to summon like Zartan or something, or bring out a Cobra commander that is actually in the stockades, then they'll automatically come out. So that does break because of that. The next one's Battle Station. So group missions, we get a reroll 1 die, and then laser cannon side missions, we get to reroll 1 additional die. So it basically just gives us a few benefits, a few offers of things to help us out. It's pretty cool. We don't have to keep it alive or anything. And we're doing the Rise of the Serpentor is Act 3 or Mission 3 here. And it's going to go through its 3 parts. So that is pretty much it for the intro and the setup. So we're all ready to go. All I got to do is draw cards and determine start player, which we're going to do left to right. So we're going to keep it simple. So flip over these. So we got 5 cards there. Then we have 5 cards here. And that is our starting. So it looks like both Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow both showed up. So that's pretty cool. And, oh, sorry, let me get that out of the way. All right, we have no complications. Yeah, right, we don't have anything for the first round. So we're just gonna go through normal, nothing special here. Let me double check the rules, make sure I'm not missing anything. Yep, not missing anything, so we're all good. All right, I'll put the rule book over here to the side because we'll know I'll probably need that at some point. And let's get going. Let's see, we got a reasonable starting hand, and we got we got some really good cards here. So this is actually pretty nice. So we got $5 here. We can get Deep Six and Tunnel Rat. The mission that we have coming up is Marksman and Martial Arts. And looks like Snake Eyes is Stealth and Storm Shadow is Martial Arts. That's his keyword over here. So none of these are going to be very beneficial is what I'm hearing. But I guess Marksman, no, man. Kind of miss having not having a roadblock. All right, we are going to go ahead and spend our money, and we're going to take either Deep Six or Tunnel Rat. What does Ambush do? Ambush says you may flip any player's side mission face down until the end of their turn. Face down cards have no text. Oh, okay. That could be really good for later on. For right now, we're just going to stick with what we got. So we're going to take Tunnel Rat. And it's going to be all 5. So we're all done with our turn. So now we're going to go ahead and draw our 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And over to Snake Eyes. He has $4. I don't know why I thought he had more than $4, but he has $4. So we are going to go ahead and get Ambush. It would be nice to get Deep Six, but I don't have the money for it. Ooh, Outback. Okay. So we spent everything except for this card. We're gonna keep this over to the side to kind of clean up our shuffle here. So draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's a 6 card. Add it back in. Thank you, reserve. Okay, so we're all done. So we're at the end of the round. So now at the end of the round, we're gonna do the story mission. So this is gonna become active. Actually, it doesn't become active yet. Sorry, it becomes active at the start of this turn here, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, let me double check the rulebook. Trying to make sure I'm getting the phasing stuff correct, because that's very important to get those things correct. And in hindsight, I could have repaired the command center. I forgot it existed, but I didn't do that. So woe is me. Woe is me. At the start of your turn, do the following steps. Starting round. The threat marker starts in the blue zone, and at the end of the starting round, when you reach the end of the round token, you will advance the threat meter threat marker 1 space. Then at the beginning of the next player's turn, put the first story mission card into play as normal. All right, okay, cool. Yeah, I was reading that right. All right, so this bumps up, boop. And then we have our story mission's gonna go live. So our story mission's gonna go live, so I'm just gonna put these cards over here, and then bring this one over here. So the one that's on deck is going to be right there, just always visible for us. I figured that might be useful for those who are kind of just skipping around. So this one's going to be Fight at Liberty Island. Oh man, that's a little bit blurry. I don't think I can get it to focus better, but yeah, no, that's about as good as I can get it. All right. Well, we're just going to live with it. Fight at Liberty Island. It's a story mission. It's a group mission. It says Cobra is attacking the Statue of Liberty. Stop them before democracy dies. Stop them before democracy dies. Wow. We're gonna have 2 complications here. Sorry, I'm just laughing because of the current state of affairs in the United States right now. We're gonna add 2 complications in here. And it says at the end of each player's turn, that player gains 1 Cobra Trooper. So just 1 Cobra Trooper. It doesn't say if it was the Ninja Troopers or not. So I'm going to take the basic Cobra Troopers and not the ninja ones. So take that, society. And then it says for success, each player may defeat 1 Cobra Trooper in their hand or discard pile. And this one's for Marksman and Martial Arts. So we need some Marksman and Martial Arts to take on this mission. There's 2 complications available there. There's some really good gear out here already. So I think I'm going to go ahead and use my $3 to take up the rocket launcher, because that's a really good one. It really helped us out a lot last game, for better or for worse. And I think that's all I can do. I'm gonna hold on to one of these cards here. Let's see. Oh, I keep forgetting I can buy. So I'm gonna continuously forget this, but I keep forgetting I can unlock one of these things if I do a group purchase. So I'll do it next round, or I'll try to do it next round if I can. But we're spent on that one. We're gonna hold on to our second effort, which allows us to re-roll 1 die, and then we'll draw 1, 2. Got our first shuffle here. Then 3, 4, 5. And cool. So we're gonna have a good bit of money here too. We got $6 here. That's nice. Okay. So going over, oh, at the end of the turn, it says at the end of each player's turn. Yep, we get a Cobra Trooper. So Cobra Trooper's gonna jump into my discard there, jump into the DMs. Moving over to the next player, where you have 2, 3, 4, 5. We got $5 here. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got $6 there. So $5 here, $6 there. I think I want to see if it's worth unlocking one of the things. So let's bring it up. So it's gonna be a little bit hard to see because I said because of the key that I have there. Actually, I can make this a little bit better, can't I? We'll be fine. It'll be fine. It shows up. No, it doesn't show up well enough. All right, we'll bring up our blue. There you go. That looks better. Temporary. It's temporary, just so we can kind of get familiar with it. So for this is going to be the repair bay. And the repair bay allows us to put transports there, except for the vamp. That one's not going to be super useful for us right now because we only have the vamp, so there's no need in using that one. The command room allows us to ignore the, if no troops are on the command center, then we get to draw one additional card. That could be really powerful early on. The stockade allows us to put Cobra Troopers there once they're defeated. The battle stations gives us one reroll, and the laser cannon gives us a reroll. So I think we might spend the 10 to get the extra card draw, because that can definitely help us out a lot. So we established that they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we have 6 over here. So we are, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do it. We're gonna go ahead and do it. We're gonna spend the money. So we're gonna spend all of it over here. So we're gonna spend all but 1. So 2, 3, 4, 5 from this side, and those go straight to the discard. They don't get any impacts or any effects. And then from this side, we're gonna spend all of our money. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're gonna unlock the command room. So now we got the command room, and that is available for us to utilize now. And the Luma key is going crazy now. But it allows us to draw one extra card at it says end phase. Oh yeah, end phase. Okay, that's at the end of your turn. So it's going to be pretty nice and useful as long as we don't have any body attack in that. So we're going to put that away. So we now have the passive of drawing one extra card. For the player over here, we're going to go ahead and spin the comms so we can allow our ally to draw one card because they have 3 or less cards. And they got Snake Eyes now, cool. And then we're going to be done over here. We're going to hold on to diffuse. We're just going to put that over there. Oh, sorry. And then we're going to end our turn because we spent all those. Then we draw 5. Oh, we draw 6 now. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we get the 1 card there. It's going to be filled pretty good. And there we are. We are marching on. So now we're at the end of the round. Oh, end of turn. We're going to get a Cobra Trooper. Oh, that's not my discard. All right, so we're gonna continue on. We're gonna bump this up. And now we are back over to, nothing else is gonna kick in. Now we're back over to the left-hand side. So left-hand side, we spent a good bit of money on those things, so we don't have many cards right now. There's not really much for us to do. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hold on to Snake Eyes, and we're gonna do nothing else. And then we're gonna draw our 6 cards. 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we get to shuffle in. Oh, sorry, hold on. The order of that is incorrect. I think that I did the order incorrect over here too. I'm gonna redraw this hand because the Cobra Trooper comes into your discard first, and then you shuffle, and then you do those. So that means that this is gonna be my possibility for me to draw this. So this is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're redrawing this hand because that Cobra Trooper should have been available. Diffuse is on the side. Snake Eyes is back in over here. All right. I think I might have did that improperly previously too, but I caught it this time. I did it incorrectly the first time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there we go. Okay. All right. So now we're done. We're back over to here. So it's their turn. So we are, let's see, what do we have? We got a good bit of stuff going on here. We don't have any good keywords to take on the big mission, unfortunately. So because we need marksman and martial arts. So Stalker is available and he's a really good card. We only have $5 though, so we're a little bit short. Stalker is both tracker and martial arts, and if he's the only Joe that's doing the mission, then you get +3 wild, which is pretty nice. Ooh, if no gear or utility cards are played during this mission, +2 hits. Oh, that's pretty strong. That's pretty strong indeed. Unfortunately, he has the wrong keywords, but he'll be nice for the next mission coming up. So actually, we're gonna spend our $5 to recruit Outback, and then we're going to hold on to Diffuse, because I think we need to get that Cobra threat track down a little bit. All right, so we're gonna add in a Cobra Trooper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. There's a Cobra Trooper. Here's the last card. All right, so we're all done. This is gonna go up. Starting turn over here. And we will continue on. Oh, hello, Time Roller. I am once again playing G.I. Joe the deck building game because I got some camera things figured out. Look, I have the cards. You can see both of them now. And then there's an overlay. You can see the command room mostly. Yeah, I've been working on the stuff here. Actually, no, think about it. Couldn't I? I could. I'm not gonna. I was gonna say I could just put a different color behind the command center, but it's fine as it is. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Okay, so what we have over here is so currently with the command center down here we have we get to draw 1 extra card. So we're drawing 6 instead of 5, which is nice. But we do need to start working on the story mission because that threat tracker is pretty high and we really need to get the threat down. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, $6. So we're gonna upgrade Snake Eyes. So we're gonna hold on to our Diffuse. We're going to upgrade Snake Eyes early, get that out of the way. So Snake Eyes will be back here in a second, and we're going to be done with our turn. Actually, I can upgrade Snake Eyes or I can get Wild Bill. I feel like getting Wild Bill is better than upgrading Snake Eyes. All right. I don't like it, but we're gonna get Wild Bill, and then we'll upgrade Snake Eyes later. I feel like I'm gonna regret that decision, but that's what we're choosing to do. So we are going to draw 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we got our extra card here, and now we're back. We're back over here. So how much money do we have? We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can upgrade Storm Shadow. Or we can get Stalker. We're going to choose to get Stalker. But before we do, we're going to go ahead and go on our first mission of the game. We're going to go on a side mission. We're going to send a side mission. We're going to use the Vamp. And we're going to send... yeah, we're just going to send Outback. And we're going to throw these 2 regular Joes in there. Actually, we'll throw all 3 regular Joes in there. I think I have enough money in my deck to start throwing away Joes. So we're going to throw 3 regular Joes. So we're going to not use any equipment. Outback is going to give us 3 recon or 2 explosives. We're going to take the 3 recon, of course. We only need to do a 1, but I'm just kind of doing this because I can. So we're going to send 3, and then 1, 1, and 1. And we're going to get 6 dice. It says, if no gear or utility cards are played during this mission, +2 hits. So we get +2 hits on the mission. So we just auto succeed. Actually, hold on. Do I need these guys for anything else? I do, because we said I was going to upgrade Storm Shadow. Okay, so I'm not sending them on the mission. Never mind. All right. Outback is an auto success on Cobra Trooper, so he's knocked out. So that's fine. Cool. That's kind of a broken card now I'm looking at it. But now that we've done that, we're going to go ahead and spend our $6. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to upgrade Storm Shadow. And we will now have the better version of Storm Shadow. Right there. Ready to go. And because it was a side mission, we're going to play Diffuse to drop the threat track by 1. So we're getting that under control at least. And then we're done. We're going to get a Cobra Trooper because of the scenario. And we're going to draw 6. Got a lot of cards in my deck over here. Oop, oop. And it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So we got somebody to fight finally. All right, we're at the end of the round. The track's gonna go back up and we're back over to here. And then kind of rinse and repeat until we're ready to go. So we do have a side mission here to fight. So we're going to use our Cobra Trooper. We're going to use our guys to fight the Cobra Trooper. We got $6 as well. Do we have $6 here is the question. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So we have $6. I think we're going to do the same thing over here, but I want this side to get Stalker because I don't want one side to have all. Actually, they can get Deep 6 instead. Yeah, they'll get Deep 6. Nah, you know what? I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna get Deep 6 or Barbecue or get the Skyhawk. But over here, whose current turn it is, we're gonna go on this little side mission. We're gonna send Wild Bill and all 3 normal GIs after him, and that's gonna give us 3 wild, 1, 1, 1, so we're rolling 6, and +1 hit at the mission, or +1 hit this mission if it's on yellow. It's not. So we're gonna roll 6 die. Our first roll of the game, finally. And we succeed. We only need a 1 hit. So we knock out the Cobra Trooper. And that was a side mission. I will play Diffuse to drop this down by 1, get that under control. And now I will retire these 3 Joes, these 3 regular Joes. My retirement pile will be over here. And I will spend $3. So with my $3, I will use that to recruit. I think we'll recruit Barbecue. So I can get some more Joes to replace my Joes I just lost. All right, that's it. We're going to put this card over here to the side while Bill goes there. We do get another Cobra Trooper. And then we're going to draw 1, 2, 3. Four, 5, 6. Okay, so I think we're in a good state. I think we might be able to, as soon as we can get like a good draw, we could try to go for the story mission to get the first one out of the way. Because the Cobra Troopers, while they're not that big of a deal, they are still a nuisance, and they're making me not want to like discard stuff, which is not great. So we're gonna go ahead and go for the fight on the Cobra Trooper. We're gonna do the side mission. We don't have a Diffuse, which is kind of awful, but we're gonna go ahead and go for the mission anyway. So we're gonna just send everybody because there's no other reason. Well, actually, Storm Shadow is a martial arts, so. We have explosives and recon. And then we can discard 1 complication attached to the story mission. I'm thinking about just going for the story mission anyway. Because Storm Shadow has 3 martial arts. And that's going to give me just 3 dice to roll. So let me game this out first. I can send 4 people. So we're gonna have 3 from Storm Shadow. We're gonna send 1 from this side. So we'll send this guy. And then we'll send 2 more from over here. And we'll end up with 6 dice to get 5. Actually, no, that's a bad idea. All right, we're not doing that. Never mind. We're gonna send everybody after Cobra Trooper. So we're gonna do Storm Shadow, 1, 2, 3. So that's gonna be 6 dice. We need a 1. We got it. Successful. We knock him out. It was a side mission, but I do not have a diffuse, so nothing special happens there. We are gonna spend our money. Oh, no, I'm knocking out these 3. Actually, oh, no, we're not doing that. We're not knocking out these 3 because we need to get, this is $6. We need to get Stalker. Hey, there's the RAM. Nice. All right, we're gonna hold on to comms and we're gonna get these over here into our discard. We are gonna get a Cobra Trooper into our discard because of the mission. And there we go. We're at the end of the round. This goes up. Moving back over to here. We are... Let's see, what did you get? So we got Stalker. And what do we need? Marksman and martial arts. I mean, I guess we could. No. Well, we don't want to send Outback after the group mission because we want to use a gear. So we're not going to get the 2 auto hits that he's going to give us. So we only have 2 to offer for a group mission, whereas on this side they don't really have anything to offer. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold Stalker over on this side, and then next round try to take on the big bads. All right, going on to the turn here for the left-hand player. We need to figure out what we want to do. So we're gonna punch the Cobra Trooper. We don't really care about holding on to anybody right now, so we're just gonna send. Let's see. We're going to send Barbecue after him. He has a 3. We're going to send the regular Joe with him. So we need to roll 4 dice. We need 1 hit. We got a hit. So we knock out the Cobra Trooper. It was a side mission, but I do not have a diffuse. So nothing special happens there. I am going to knock out this Joe. So he's retired now. And now I have $6 to spend potentially. I think I'm not going to spend the 6, so I'm going to hold on to rocket launcher, and we're going to spend the $4 here, and we're going to get the I can't pronounce that, Arkazgi training card there. So it says each GI you play this turn has +2 wild and +2 money instead of the normal values. Oh wow, really? That's a strong card. Holy crap. Okay, yeah, we want that card. Each GI you play this turn has +2 wild skill and woof, +2 money. That is amazing. All right. Well, glad I got that card. So we're gonna discard and then draw 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right, do we have the opportunity to take out the guy? Yes, we do. Oh, no. Well, we got Wild Bill. That's all we needed. So we got Wild Bill. And we got the rocket launcher, so we can throw this in there. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and... We're going to go ahead and initiate on the group mission. So we're going to use the Vamp here. And actually, if I send Stalker by himself, Stalker says if Stalker is the only Joe on this mission, +3 wild. I mean, oh man, this is challenging because I can get the Ram, which is going to give me +2. Oh no, the Ram's not going to give me +2 wild. It's going to give me +3 recon. Never mind. It's not worth it. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and initiate the mission though. So we're gonna do Stalker, GI. We're gonna send. We're gonna send Wild Bill along as well. So that means we have space for 1 more. I guess we'll send the regular Joe too. And we will go ahead and initiate the fights here. So we're doing 3 here. We're doing 1 there. We're doing 3 here. We're doing 1 there. And then that's going to give us 8 dice. Where there's, oh, there we go. And then we have a diffuse, we have a reroll, we have 2 diffuses, but we have a reroll, and we have the potential to give us +2 wild. Oh, actually no, we can't play this on the left-hand side because it has to be our turn, so we can't play that card. But we can play our rocket launcher. So, all right, okay, so now we're done with that. We're committing to the mission. We're gonna go ahead and play our rocket launcher. On the left player side, we're going to discard one of these complications. Actually, I get to see what they are first. So these are the complications. The first complication is going to be rattle attack, rattler attack. This one says it's a precision strike, so somebody has to take on this fight, and it's a +2 vehicles, which I think the left-hand Joe can take on. The other one is going to be underwater entrance. Sorry, I'm trying to get it to not be as invisible. 1 second. There we go. Underwater entrance. It's a story mission +1 difficulty. So we're going to discard that one because we don't like that one. And we're going to assign this precision strike over to... This one's a vehicles precision strike. I guess, yeah, we're going to assign it over here, and we're going to hope that we can deal with that as well. It's going to be a lot for us to have to deal with, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. All right. So committing to the things, we're going to roll our 8 dice, and we have to get 5 or better. We have 1 reroll, so... Maybe I'm cutting it close, I don't know. Failure for this one is each person discards a card. It's not bad, but it's not great. All right, we got it. So we have 6 successes. So we are going to go ahead and get ourselves a victory on that one, thankfully. So pretty cool. We defeated it. We got the success side. So it says we dropped the threat track by 1. And then it says each player may defeat 1 Cobra Trooper in their hand or discard pile. Okay, well, we're gonna defeat this one, and we're gonna defeat this one. Actually, is there one in our discard? I lied. We're gonna defeat this one in our discard because we can take care of that one in a second. All right, so there we go. So that's all done. They are all defeated. We finished the story mission, so this one's gonna go into our success pile, which we'll put as a face-up card. So that's a successfully completed mission. The one that we have on deck that's going to be coming up here in a second is going to be Steal the Ancient Tomb. It's going to give us 1 complication, and it's going to be Recon Explosives, which we have a few of those. So we're going to keep that there for now. Okay. So that is the end of this turn. No, it's not the end of this turn, but you took a turn. Cool. Oh, you know what? Yeah, you know what? We're gonna have Snake Eyes. We're gonna have him get rid of the trooper that was in his hand. And the reason why is because now that we have 3 cards in our hand, on the right hand side we can play comms, which comms says choose 1, either discard 1 uncovered card from the lineup and replace it, or target teammate with 3 or fewer cards in their hand draws 1 card. So we're gonna have this one draw a card. And it just lets me get another card in there so we can deal with that precision strike on the side. Okay, so continuing on over here, these guys have went. This vamp will go back into the garage. And that was a story mission, wasn't a side mission. We don't have any side missions to go on right now, so we are just gonna chill out. Actually, okay. We've assigned the precision strike over here, there. All right, the reason why is because Outback will get 2 auto hits if I just send them. So we're gonna send Outback. And Outback's effect says, if no gear or utility cards are played during this mission, +2 hits. So we're gonna get 2 hits on that, boom, done, precision strike is gone, easy game. Okay, we don't have to worry about rolling dice anyway. So now that that's done, we are gonna consider what to do with our money. We are gonna knock out this Joe. that went on the mission. And this is 2, 4, 6. I have $6. We could try to get another piece for our command center here. And if we get another piece for our command center, this could help us out. So let's see. I like the stockade. I like the idea of the stockade. We don't have any Cobra officers in there yet, but I just like having it ready to go. I only have $6 though, but it's a group purchase, so we could use our allies' money there, and I think we will. So we're gonna spend 2, 4, 6, and we're gonna have the $7th be spent over here for the group purchase, and we're gonna flip over the stockade, so it is now available for us to use. So now whenever we defeat a Cobra officer, they go over here, and they cannot re-enter the game unless determined by a story card. So it's gonna be pretty cool. Just kind of lock them up in the stockades there, and that is it. And we're going to hold on to the diffuse. So I'm going to draw 2 cards. All right. And this is, we draw 6 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Then we get this card back. We're at the end of the round. So end of the round, this is going to bump up. And then we're back to the start of the turn. So start of the turn, our new story mission is going to come in. And this story mission that we have now will be Steal the Ancient Tomb. Steal the Ancient Tomb. It says it's a story mission, group mission. And it says Cobra operatives seem to be robbing graves. See what they're doing or collapse the tomb to stop them. So we can see what they're doing or collapse the tomb to stop them. So it says at the has one complication, and it says at the start of each. That's hard to read. 1 second. Oh, I know how to fix that. Bam! Suddenly easy to read. It says at the start of each player's turn, draw 1 complication. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Oh no, no, don't do that. So the turn sequence order, and just to bring this up here, the turn sequence order here is for us to do, first we refill the story mission, and then we do mission effects, and then we do Cobra effects and Joe effects. So that's going to kick in right now. So we're going to get another complication added, unfortunately. And yeah, can I punch that now? Can we defeat that? It says recon and explosives. I have none of those keywords. Man, we're going to have a lot of complications here. This is not good. I don't like this. It's a 5. Failure is put 1 random Cobra officer into play, and success is defeat 1 side mission controlled by any player. So I think we can try to go for it. It's going to be very risky, but one of the things that we can do is we can play the training card, and that gives every Joe that we play this turn. Oh, it says every Joe that you play this turn. So I, as in this person, plays this turn, has 2 wild and $2 instead of the normal values. That's actually not good. That's actually really bad. Shoot. Well, this is unfortunate. The earliest we can do it is on the start of this person's turn, so we're gonna have to take the hits, unfortunately. So we're gonna have 3 complication cards. All right, man, this sucks. It sucks a lot. All right, so we're gonna hold on to Snake Eyes. Actually, I feel like we should hold on to this. Excuse me. We're gonna hold on to Snake Eyes, and we're gonna do $2 spending. So we're gonna do $2 to get Bud here, or sorry, not Bud, Budo here. Actually, let's get the Ram. Hold on, can I get the Ram? Ram gives me +3 recon, which is not awful. No, I think we're gonna go ahead and get Budo. We're gonna put him there. So we're spending the $2 for Budo, and then we're gonna draw our cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because of the command center, we're drawing 6 cards instead of 5. All right, and yeah, now we can do it. We got explosives and recon. Nice. And we got martial arts. So yeah, we got the explosives we needed right there, and we got a rocket launcher, so it's gonna help us out. Okay, I think we're in a good state to go and try to take on the mission. But before we do, top of the turn, we're gonna draw a complication. Now, I do want to say that draw a complication and add a complication, those are two different words. Let me see. Let me check the rulebook. Because I remember seeing somewhere that draw a complication means that you draw and like you draw and you do them immediately, as opposed to waiting for the mission. So I'm gonna check to see. Okay, most story missions have red rectangle numbers in it. This is the number of complications that you must put face down next to the story mission when it is put into play. They are only revealed when you attempt the story mission. So complications are cards that cause various negative effects to occur. When they're revealed, different situations can require you to draw complication cards, including this. And then it says the yellow section of, so this section on the other side of the board. So we're on 1, 2, 3. This has us draw and resolve a complication. Yeah. It says the yellow section on the 3 or 4 player board threat meter has this symbol. At the end of the round, if the threat marker is in this zone, you must draw one complication, one card from the complication deck and resolve it immediately. If a card tells you to draw a complication, you must draw one card from the complication deck. Okay, and resolve it immediately. All right, so I've been playing that wrong, but it's fine. All right, so these complications, so this complication would have been in play already, and this is a side mission. This is a precision strike. We'll put it over there for now. And this complication is the new one that we just got. And it says a player gains 1 ninja as a side mission. And we will clearly put that on. I kind of want to put it on this side. Oh, no, I want to put it on this side because we got Budo. Budo says when Budo defeats a ninja, reduce the threat by 1. So we got our first ninjas appearing here. Right. Oh, it's a side mission. Sorry. So we'll go there. All right. So those are our 2 complications that we got there. So draw a complication means draw and resolve. Add complication means add it to the side. Okay. Glad we got the differentiation. I think in my playthrough previously, I played that part wrong. I'm not going to redo that entire playthrough. That playthrough's done. But I'll put a comment on it. Excuse me, whenever that goes live. Okay. So continuing on with our lives. So we are here at the start of the turn, and we have a Cobra Trooper and a side mission to do. And this Cobra Trooper is pretty simple, and so is the side mission. So we have 2 different missions we need to do. We also were considering just doing the story mission right now. So we need recon for that. So we are going to just hold on to a regular Joe. And I think over here we can take care of it, right? So we need a 5. We're going to get 3. Well, okay, maybe we won't. All right, we're gonna end up drawing another complication, so that's not great, but that's what we're gonna go with. All right, whatever. So considering that we're not going to try to go for the story mission right now because we do not have the right cards yet, we are gonna go ahead and send the regular Joe by himself to the Cobra Trooper. Just 1 die. Fails. Sad. All right, we will send. I should have sent 2. All right, fine. We'll send this regular Joe by himself after the Cobra Trooper. And you know what? You know what it is? I'm not rolling in my dice tower. That's what it is. I gotta get my dice tower right here. Nope, still failure. We are gonna play our reroll. So we're gonna play our reroll. I just need 1 hit, guys. Just 1 hit. Just 1 hit. All right. Well, that's another failure. Sad. I should have sent them together. I know. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and play send ambush after the mass tank, or after the hiss tank attack, which is precision strike. It's explosives or tracker. Oh, that's keywords. Shoot. Okay. All right, fine. We're gonna play ambush, but we're going to send him after the Cobra Trooper. So he's gonna get 3 dice, and I just need 1 of these to hit. All right, we got a hit finally. So we do take out the Cobra Trooper, and we're going to use the effect of ambush, which says you may flip any player's side mission face down until the end of their next turn. Face down cards have no text. So we can still attack it, but it has no text. So that card has no text. All right, so we did a bunch of not much. So we have $4. So we're gonna go ahead and get our, we're gonna go ahead and get the RAM because we want that unlocked. And we're going to get Proximity Mine. Okay. All done. So we're gonna hold on to the, and we're gonna play Diffuse to drop the threat meter down 1. We're gonna hold on to comms and we're gonna draw our 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is a much better hand because we have the martial arts that we need. Oh no, man, I keep reading that wrong. We got recon, there we go. We want the recon. Okay, so we got recon there, and this will flip over at the start of my next turn. It says at the end of the next turn? What did it say? It says, you may flip one player's side mission face down until the end of their next turn. Face down cards have no text. Okay, so it'll be there for 2 cycles. All right, so we're at the end of the round. Sale's gonna go up, and we're gonna continue. So we have a side mission over here with a Cobra Trooper Ninja that we can try to punch. We can also try to go for the big story mission, which I think is a good idea. Oh, sorry, at the start of each player's turn, we're gonna draw a complication. So drawing a complication, this one's gonna be Override Security Systems. It is a precision strike and is a tech and martial arts. So, wow. Yeah, we're gonna put it over here for you to deal with. All right, and we're gonna go for the attack here. So we're gonna go for the story mission. Actually, before we do, we need to go after this ninja. So I'm gonna send Budo and a regular Joe to go against the Cobra Ninja here, the Ninja Trooper guy. And he has martial arts though. Oh, actually no, we don't care about that. All right, so we're gonna roll 3 dice, and we have 1 reroll, which we hope is gonna work out. Oh, that bumped my dice. No, it was a success though. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and roll our second effort, or we're gonna play our second effort to hopefully get this to be a success. Oh, no dice. All right, that is disappointing. Yep, that was a failure. Man, that hurts. That hurts my heart. Hurts my heart. All right, so we failed that one. I kind of want to deal with this guy on the side here, but 1 second, let me think. Yeah, we're just gonna chill with what we got. We're not gonna have us initiate the battle. We're gonna have them initiate the battle. So we're gonna get 1 more complication in there, which is not the greatest, but we're gonna get 2 auto hits. So it's gonna be a 3 or better, and we're gonna have 3 dice to roll from here. And wait, who has Stalker? Oh no, he has a lot of people too, so we can deal with that. Yeah, it should be fine. Should be fine. It should be fine. I'm like considering a lot of options right now. That's why I'm spinning so long. Because I really do want to get the Cobra Trooper Ninja out of the way. Because if I control this card at the end of my turn, then the track is going to go up by 1, and I don't want that to happen. So, all right, we're going to do the thing. We're going to send these guys after that. That feels like a waste. It's a waste. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. We're going to send Tunnel Rat and crew, and the crew is going to be Outback. So we're going to do a group mission. Oh, actually. No, I don't have any matches. All right, so we're going to send Tunnel Rat plus just tunnel rat on this side. And then we're going to send, this is recon and explosives. So we're going to send Outback and these two Joes after the mission, after the story mission. So that's going to give us in total 3 dice from here. It's going to give us 1 die, 1 die, and it's going to give us 3 dice from here. And it's going to give us 2 auto hits because I'm not going to use any gear. So 2 auto hits. So it's going to be a 3 or better is what we need to take that one out. And that's going to be it. All right, so we got to deal with our complications though. So complications. This complication says put major blood into play. Ugh, what a jerk. All right, well, he's going to come into play, which is fine because if we kick his butt, we can throw him into the stockades. That'll be great. Major blood. So there's Major Blood. Major Blood, his thing is at the start of each player's turn, place 1 Cobra Battalion on an uncovered card in the lineup with the cost of 5 or higher. So that could be really bad if we had a lot of 5 or higher cards, which we don't currently, but that's fine. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and face the mission. We need 3 successes. We have no rerolls, and we're not using any gear because we want to get those 2 auto hits. So let's roll. Oops. All right, we got it. So we got our success. We even got the 5 we didn't need. So we successfully defeated the, stopped them from stealing the ancient tomb. So it says for this, we get to defeat 1 side mission controlled by any player. Ooh, perfect. Okay. Okay, perfect. All right, I forgot that was an effect. Yeah, we're gonna defeat this Cobra Ninja guy because he's really gonna mess us up. And that solves a lot of problems. And that's it. Just defeat 1 side mission controlled by any player. That's it. All right. So we successfully did that one. That one's out. And then we got our next one is going to be coming up here in a second, which is going to be the climax for Act 1. And this one's going to be creation of the Serpentor. And then put Destro and Dr. Mindbender to play. Ugh. And then put Serpentor into play if we succeed. If we fail, we just have to keep going until we get a success. All right. All right. Well, that means that I want to try to take down Major Blood then. Because I want to get him out of the way. Let's see, we've already used these guys. We used Tunnel Rat. We use these 3. So we're going to retire those 2. Outback's going to go into the discard. Do we have anything to take down Mr. Blood there? We need vehicles, and I have no vehicles or marksmen, and I have no marksmen or vehicles. All right, well, that's unfortunate. So he's gonna live to breathe another day. That's awful. We can try to fight him. I just don't want to burn my cards uselessly, so we're not gonna fight him. All right, so we have money. So we have 2, 4, 6, 7. We have $7. We're gonna spend $6 to upgrade Snake Eyes. And Snake Eyes is now upgraded. He now has stealth and martial arts, which means that we should be able to go for some more stuff later. And that's everything spent. I'm gonna hold on to comms. Actually, I'm gonna hold on to my regular Joe. Oh no, he went to the fight, never mind. I'm gonna hold on to comms. And then draw 6. There we go. All right, and now at the start of the turn, we're gonna put a Cobra Battalion, our first Cobra Battalion, on the face-up card of 5 or more. Apparently the designer said that Major Blood used to be that you would just put a Cobra Battalion on top of any card as they go along, instead of just the 5 or higher stipulation there. And that led to the game ending way faster than it should, so he was really strong before they balanced him. That's pretty fun. All right. We got our new mission coming up, and our new mission coming up is going to be the creation of Serpentor. So we got it right there. Sorry, trying to get this to not be too jarring to look at. All right, we got it there. And then we got our other card coming up, which is going to be a challenge 4 for stealth. And it's going to be Spy on Cobra's New York City Consulate. Okay, so the creation of Serpentor. We've already read this one kind of, but story text here, story mission, and it's a group mission. And it says Cobra has bitten off more than they can chew. Help them start an internal civil war by aiding Serpentor. Okay. So we're gonna put Destro and Dr. Mindbender into play. So that's gonna be a deadly combination. So Dr. Mindbender is at the start of a group mission, discard the top card of the main deck. If it's a Joe, +2 to mission difficulty, and Destro. He makes you re-roll any 2s that you do against story missions, and at the end of each round, draw 1 complication. So we want him gone, please. Destro's somebody that we want gone, out of the way. You know, boom, nuke it from orbit. That's the kind of thing that we want. That's the kind of energy we want for 2026 here. Okay, so back over to here. So we got this little side mission over here. We're gonna go ahead and tackle it. This one's not gonna be revealed till the end, or it's not gonna have text until the end of my turn. It says in phase. It said in phase, right? It says you may flip a player's side mission face down until the end of their next turn. Until the end of their next turn. It says a player. Any player's side mission. Okay. So I'm reading that as it's not going to come back until Joe effects. So if you look over here on this card has 3 things that happen in order: mission effects, Cobra effects, and then Joe effects. That's a Joe effect. So therefore, it's not going to flip until the very end. So that's pretty good. It's pretty convenient for me. Okay, so we're going to focus all of our energy on this one here. We're going to let Serpentor just kind of hang out there. Oh, actually, we can try to take on Destro. Hold on. I think we'll try to take on Destro, because Destro is going to be hard for me to deal with. Yeah, we're going to try to take out Destro. But see, I got the martial arts. I mean, I got martial arts 3 on both of these guys. The alignment is pretty good right now. But then again, I'm about to reshuffle, so I'm about to have some really good cards. You know what? No, I'm gonna go for it. We're going for Destro. We're gonna go after Destro. Destro is a group mission for us to do, so we will trigger Major Blood's ability there. Sorry, Dr. Mindbender's ability there. So that's gonna be a little bit annoying to deal with, but we're gonna first commit our people. So we're getting the Vamp going. We're sending Storm Shadow. Actually, okay, hold on. Nope, I changed my mind. We're not going after Destro. I'm very excited for that. We're gonna go after the side mission here. We're gonna send our regular Joe plus Storm Shadow. That's gonna give us 4 dice to roll against this mission, which is tech and martial arts. So we are gonna roll 4 dice. We have no reroll. All right, we got our 2 successes, so we do knock it out. So that's complication gone. So that's going to be no more boosting on the track, which is good. We are going to knock out this Joe. And it's going to return. And we're going to go ahead and spend money. We got $4. We're going to get Tranquilizer Dart. And I forgot Tranquilizer Dart existed. That's a really good card. That means we can do stuff. All right. So end of turn, we're going to hold into comms again. We're going to drop these over here. We're going to shuffle. Oh, sorry, draw these 2 and then shuffle. Oh, sorry, Joe effects happen first. Sorry, Joe effects happen before I discard all cards and draw 5. So that kicks in. So this guy comes back alive. His opportunity to trigger though is already passed. So nothing bad happens. And there's no other end of turn effects there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I lied. There is an intern effect. I forgot about this one. Destro also has an end of round effect to draw 1 complication. So end of this turn should have drawn, would have drawn a complication. Is that correct? No, I don't think that's correct. I think end of this turn would draw a complication. All right, and we got another precision strike. Man, we got all these precision strikes out of nowhere. Disrupt the drone to strike. And this one is a recon stealth. It says at the end of your next turn, fail the current story mission and discard this card. Yikes. Recon and stealth. All right, we'll put it over here. So at the end of this side's next turn, then that will happen. So we'll have Outback take it out because Outback will be able to do it by himself. Yeah, Outback will be able to do it by himself. All right. Okay. So we got Stalker though, which is pretty nice. Stalker can also do some good work. And we're gonna go ahead and continue with the start of this turn. Oh, actually no, we just ended this turn. Yes. I don't think we've moved this up. And then we're starting this turn. Right? Yeah, we're starting this turn. Correct. Okay. So we did not do Major Blood's thing. Okay. All right. The Cobra Battalion is starting to get a little bit out of hand, so we do need to start dealing with that. On this side, we can go for the story mission, or we can take our time to clear out the Cobra peeps, because we can put them in the stockades, which would be pretty nice. And I think putting them in the stockades is going to be really nice, because then they will be no longer a problem for us unless the mission calls for them to come out. Then it'll just jailbreak them for free because plot armor. So the question is, who do I want to fight? Let's see, Major Blood is causing some problems, but not a ton of problems, but still problems nonetheless. Destro is causing a lot of headache. So I think I need to go for Destro first. So Destro is martial arts, and we got a martial arts here. Yeah. So we're gonna do the group mission. We're gonna use the Vamp to go against Destro. We got martial arts, and we'll send a regular Joe with them. So we got 2 from my side. And then from the my allies' side, we're gonna send Storm Shadow along with them, and a regular Joe. I think that has me covered for what I need to do here. I think that has me covered. Okay. All right, so we're sending these 4. We're going at the story mission, or sorry, group missions. Therefore, Dr. Mindbender's things triggers. So we're gonna have to flip over this, and if it's a Joe, it is psych out. It is a Joe, so therefore it's going to be +2 difficulty. So he is now a 7, which is not great. So we're fighting a 7, which is broken AF. Oh my gosh, where's the 7 on this counter? There we go. So he's a 7, and we need a 7 or better. How many dice do we get? We get 3 from here, 1 there, and then we get 3 from there, 1 from there. And we have no rerolls. All right. Well, this is going to be fun. I have lost my hope in this being successful. All right, so we got to roll 8 dice, and hopefully we get 7 hits. Sad. We have no rerolls. So that's a fail by 2. It's all because flipping Dr. Mindbender. That sucks. That's trash. Garbage. All right. Well, that was unsuccessful. That was a waste of time. And I burned a card. I burned Psych out. Sad. Sad day indeed. Well, we can't hang our heads for too long. These 2 were used, so they go there. And it's +2 wilds versus ninja. When you defeat a ninja, target player draws 2 cards. That didn't happen. If Snake Eyes defeats a side mission, target player draws 2 cards. That didn't happen either. All right. Really rough stuff here. Okay. Well, can't cry over spilled milk for too long. So we're going to go ahead and do our, let's see. We're going to try to go after Dr. Mindbender. Well, no, we're not going to do that. Oh, yeah, we're going to try to go after the Cobra Trooper here. So we're going to roll. Wild Bill is going to go by himself. He's going to be rolling 3 dice. We need 1 hit. We got our 1 hit there. So we are going to discard our diffuse to reduce the track by 1. And this is defeated. Boom. And I think we're all done. We're going to try to hold on to the training card, but we got $6 here. So we got $6. We are going to recruit Deep 6 for 5. Of course. All right, and that's it. So we're all done. Well, hold on. We have $3 left. Now we're all done. All right, so we're done. So 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's where we're at. Now we're doing end of round things, which is at the end of each round. Oh, that's round. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. I thought it was end of turn. That was end of round. Man. All right. Well, I caught up then. I guess you can say I made it harder for myself for no reason. Okay. That's end of round, not end of turn. So start of each player's turn. We are going to still put out a Cobra Battalion on a 5. So we got another 5 there. So we do need to start getting those under control. Going over to here, we got to do some precision strike stuff. So we're going to use Outback to take out the disruptive drones. It's going to be 2 auto hits because we're not going to play any gear. So that one's going to be defeated. So we did successfully defeat that one with Outback's ability. Then we're going to use Stalker to try to take out his tank attack, and we're going to roll 3 dice. We need 1 success. We got 1 success, just barely, so we defeat that as well. So we have successfully defeated those things. We are going to hold on to our Tranquilizer Dart, and we got ourselves $2, $4, $5, $6. So we got $6, and we are going to use that $6 to get. Let's see. Ooh, nice. This one says you may defeat 2 adjacent Cobra Battalions in the lineup. If you do, destroy this card. Okay, that's good. I'll take it. $4. We got $2 left. No dollars left. No dollars left to spend. Oh, actually, we can get a service rifle. Nah, service rifle is going to take up space in my hand. I don't want it. Okay, so we're all done. End of turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 1 more because of our command station there. 6. Tranquilizer darts, throws into our hand. And we're at the end of the round. We're going to boot this up. I mentioned before that I overdid the Destro drawing complication, so I'm not going to draw one now. And then next time, if he's still there, I will draw another complication. Okay, cool. Start a turn. No 5s are out here. So therefore, Major Blood does not trigger. And now we are on to the turn for this player. So I want to get those Cobra Battalions out of the way. I know that we have a way to get rid of 2 of them, so I'm just going to try to clear out 1 of them. I want to get Spirit and Freedom because we got a lot of precision strikes here, and Spirit and Freedom gives you auto hits for each side mission that you have. So I do want to get them all on this side, so I'm going to try to take them out. I'm also going to try to check to see if I can take out the big bads there by using what we have here. So let's see. We can take out Mindbender as a tech. Let's see. We got... oh. We have nothing over here? Oh no, we got Ambush. Ambush is stealth. So we got Ambush available over there. Well, we cannot go after Dr. Mindbender, which is really annoying. Destro is martial arts and explosives. We have an explosives, and that's it. And then Dr. Mindbender is vehicles and marksman. We have vehicles, so we're gonna go after Dr. Mindbender. He might be higher than we want him to be though, which is very frustrating. So this turn is going to be just kind of throwing everything I can at him. So we are gonna go ahead and go after Dr. Mindbender. No, sorry, I keep calling the wrong one. We're gonna go after Major Blood, and we're going to use the Vamp. It's going to be a group mission. We're going to commit the 2 regular Joes on this side. Actually, we'll commit 1 regular Joe on this side. So we're not going to fully saturate the fighting over here. So we are going to get 2 here, 3 there, because we're using vehicles for them. And then we're going to get 1 there. And... that's fine. So we got 2 rerolls. All right, so now we do Dr. Mindbender's nonsense, and we flip this card. If it's a Joe, it is +2, so he's going to be a 6 instead of being a 4, which is frustrating, but again, it's part of the game. So we're rolling 6 dice, and we need 6 hits, and we got 2 rerolls. Man, so close. So close. Okay, so we got 4. We are going to, of course, play second effort on this side. We're going to roll that. Okay, we need 1 more hit. We're going to play second effort over here. And this is our last roll for all the money. We got it. Whew. All right. So Major Blood is defeated. He's going to go into the stockade. And he cannot come out until the stockade is, or he cannot come back into the game unless he's specifically called for. So if you want to see him in the stockades, there he is in stockades, looking sad. He's like, oh no, I'm all by myself. I'm in the stockades. Ah. All right, so he's in stockades. Cool. That was really frustrating, but we did it. Okay. And we are going to choose to retire this one, to knock him out. And these 2 Joes are spent. Tunnel Rat is explosives and recon. So we're going to have Tunnel Rat excuse me, we're gonna have Tunnel Rat go against one of the Cobra battalions, just because we can. Let's see, can I do a mission with him? No, I don't have any matches. All right, so we're gonna use Tunnel Rat to try to go after this one, because like I said, we want a Spirit and Freedom. So he's gonna go by himself. We're rolling 3 dice. We are going to need 2 hits. So 3 dice, 2 hits, no rerolls. We got 1 hit, we do not succeed, no rerolls, so that fails. Okay, that's it. We are gonna just recruit somebody. We got $6. We are gonna recruit the Skyhawk for 3. And ooh, inspiration. It says each player who reveals a leader from their hand draws 1 card. Oh, that's not bad. We're gonna take the crossbow. It says +1 stealth and marksman. I don't know where that would be needed specifically, but it will hopefully help us out. And actually, we had $2 more. Yeah, we're gonna take this one too. Oh, we had $2 more dollars. We're gonna take that one too. All right, look at this, getting a bunch of cards. Okay, it's because it was 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I had $10 total. Okay, cool. So we're gonna draw cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, sorry. I had diffuse, so I will hold on to diffuse from last turn and bring it over into this turn. There we go. It has no money on it. It's just a diffuse. Okay. All right. Over to this side. So Tranquilizer Dart says flip all Cobra commanders face down until the end of your turn. While they're face down, they are not in play. That could be really nice, but we're not going to use that right now. We're going to hold on to it to the side, and we are going to go ahead and try to, like I said, try to go after those Cobra battalions. Oh, actually, no, we're going to play Grenade. We're going to play Grenade, and a Grenade says you may defeat 2 adjacent Cobra battalions in the lineup. If you do, destroy this card. So, bye-bye. We're going to knock out these 2, and that will get that back under control. Oh, man. That'll get that back under control. And now we have these 2 that can go and try to fight that last one. And will they do that? Yes, they will. So we're going to try to fight that one. We got 4 dice. And we need 2 hits. No rerolls. All right, we got everything we needed. So we got our 2 hits. We knock them out. It was a side mission, so we're going to go ahead and play. We're going to go ahead and discard our second effort. And that's going to knock this down by 1. And now we have $3 to spend. We're going to get Jinx. Hello, Jinx. And that's it. Draw 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now that's done. We're at the end of the round, so this is going to go up. We're going to draw a complication, and this one's going to be captured. Story mission, discard 1 Joe from this mission. That's so weird. Huh. How does that work? I feel like, I don't know, it's confusing. So the text on it, this is the text on the complication. It says, discard 1 Joe from the mission. How does that work? How does that work? I can't discard 1 Joe from the mission. There's no Joe, and I'm not doing a mission. All right, I guess nothing happens. A rare reprise from the storm. So now we're back over into the turn over here. Let's see, what did they get? They got Stalker, Outback, Storm Shadow, and Jinx. Okay. We can work with that. Oh, and they got the Tranquilizer Dart back. We're still going to try to go after the rest of these guys over here. I know Destro's probably going to show up again towards the end, but I still want to get them knocked out and into the stockades. So we have a martial arts here. We have no tech. Still no tech. I just need tech. Was this guy a tech? Tracker. Okay. Oh, we got Cover Girl's out. Cover Girl is a 7. Ooh, 7 cost. She gets 4 tech and 4 explosives. Holy crap. Impressive. I think, do I have enough money for her? 1, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I got $10. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, so we are going to play Inspiration. It says each Joe who reveals a leader from their hand draws 1 card. So I got a leader right here. They got a leader right there. So we get to draw 1 card. So I draw 1 card. Nice. And they draw 1 card. Okay, so we got a proximity mine there, and let's go. Let's see. Disarm says if you defeat a Cobra battalion this turn, draw 1 extra card, or draw 1 card. That's fine. It's not going to do anything for us right now, but it does give me $2 extra, so I guess it's not that bad. We are going to try to go for Destro, because we got martial arts and martial arts. We got 6 martial arts, and we got Jinx, and we got Stalker. This is challenging. Okay, I think we're gonna send Storm Shadow from the side and the regular Joe. And then I'm gonna send Snake Eyes and the regular Joe. I think that will work. Will that? Oh, you know what? Yeah. Here's what we'll do. We'll send Outback, because Outback is explosives, which will give us 2 dice for him, and he's gonna give us 2 auto hits. And I really want to save Outback for the big mission, but like honestly, at this point, I really want Destro in the stockades. So he's gonna give us 2. We have Storm Shadow is gonna give us 3 for martial arts, and we're going against Destro, who's a group mission. We're gonna go 1. This is gonna be 3. And we're using the Vamp, of course. Okay. And we're going to go against Destro, but because it is a group mission, we're going to reveal if it's a Joe. Oh my gosh, stop being Joes. If it's a Joe, it's going to increase by 2, so he's now a 7 again. Confounded 7. But we have 2 auto hits because we're not going to play any gear, so we got Outback going. And we need to just roll a 5 or better. So just the original difficulty here with 9 dice. Whoop. It's stuck. Oh no. There we go. Alright, so we got our 5 that we needed. So we are going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we successfully defeated Destro. He's going to go into the stockades. Thank goodness. Along with Dr. Mindbender over there. Look at the stockades is stocking up, if you will. Now, in hindsight, I should be building the rest of the stuff. I should be building the rest of the stuff for the command center, but for right now, I think I'm focusing hardcore on what I think I need to focus on, which is these jerks. Because if I knock them into the stockades now, I don't have to worry about them unless they're called by name specifically, and then they'll give me the ability to kind of have an easier Act 2 and Act 3, hopefully. So that's kind of the logic that I'm trying to use here. All right, continuing along, we finished that fight. We're gonna retire this Joe, and that's the only one we can retire. So we used Snake Eyes. Then we use these 2, so they go into the discard. Okay, and we're gonna try to go after Dr. Mindbender. I think we can. So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna do this regular Joe from this side. And Dr. Mindbender is a tech. So we're just gonna have the 5 dice. It's gonna be a straight up roll. So we're getting 3 for Bill, 1 here, 1 there. And then we're gonna do Dr. Mindbender's thing, since he's currently a 4, and he's gonna stay a 4, thank goodness, finally. Question is, can we defeat him with this, though? I don't know if we can defeat him with this. That's a very defeatist way of thinking, I know, but it's gonna be tough. Oh. Sorry, dropped a die. We did it! We did it! We did it! We kicked his butt. And he goes, too, into the gulags. To the stockades he goes. Alright, thank goodness. Whew. We got all the nonsense out of the way. So those guys are all defeated. We still got to do our mission, which we're going to focus on the mission next. We're going to retire this Joe. We're going to retire this regular Joe. And we got some stuff here. So we used Wild Bill. And we got 2, 4, 6 plus 3. So we have $9. We're going to get Cover Girl. And we got $2 left. We are going to get nobody else. So actually, we got $2 left. So we're going to hold on to this card. Nope. Yep. Nope. Yep. We're going to hold on to Disarm. Because that's $2 I didn't spend. And we're at the end of the round, or end of turn. So draw those 2, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Shuffling, every damn shuffling. All right, it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this joins our hand, and we're feeling pretty good. We are back over here. So we are gonna go ahead and, let's see, can we initiate? We can do martial arts. We can do martial arts and have a pretty good pull here. A pretty good push, I mean, or not push, pretty good fight. Because we get to choose any one. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna do martial arts. We're gonna send Budo, or Budo, I'm gonna call him Budo. We're gonna send Budo, Stalker, and Jinx. And they're gonna go into the Vamp. What's the other vehicle I have? Skyhawk, it's not gonna help me. So we're gonna go into the Vamp. And we're gonna get a lot of dice. It's gonna be a straight up roll just with the story mission here. So we're gonna use martial arts as our is what we're declaring. So we're gonna get 4 dice from Jinx. We're gonna get 3 dice from Stalker. We're gonna get 2 dice from Budo, and that's all we're getting. So let's go ahead and roll. We need a 5 or better. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I keep dropping dice. All right, we got it. Phew. Waited to the last second to give it to us, didn't it? So we got our success. We did successfully defeat this mission. So now we will get ourselves, Serpentor will come into play. What a reward. Serpentor, and he's quite a jerk. He's a 9. He's a 9 to defeat, guys. He's a 9. Serpentor is stealth and explosives, and it says each time you go on a mission against any other Cobra officers, draw 1 complication and add +2 wild skill to the mission for each. What? Sorry, I'm reading that wrong. Each time you go on a mission against any other Cobra officer, draw 1 complication and add +2 wild skill to the mission for each Cobra trooper under Serpentor. He has -1 difficulty. I feel like I read that too fast. There's a period in there somewhere, right? Yeah, there's a period at the end of that. So we get +2 wild skill to the mission, but we get 1 complication. And then additionally, a second text is for each Cobra trooper under Serpentor. He has -1 difficulty. How do you get Cobra troopers under him? That's my question. Does he have to eat them? I don't know how that works. I might just try to defeat him anyway. All right, so we did that. Serpentor is in play. So now we are done with Act 1, on to Act 2. Our Act 2 mission is going to be coming up. It's going to be this one, Spy on Cobra's New York Consulate. And it's going to do some stuff. We'll look at that later. But for right now, we're going to finish up our turn. That was here where the mission was initiated from. The Vamp is going to go back. This is going to go into our discard. Thank you, Budo. Jinx says, if Jinx defeats a story mission, return her to your hand. So she returns to the hand. Stalker gets no such luck. There's nothing for me to do with Jinx out here, though. So, oh, actually, I'm going to hold on to Jinx for the next round. Just because I can. Actually, I lied. I'm going to hold on to this Tranquilizer Dart. So Jinx is going to do nothing with her special ability there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 money to spend, and we're going to recruit Spirit and Freedom, finally. All right, that's it. So all these guys are going to go. We're going to draw our 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess 5, 6. Tranquilizer Dart added back in. Hey, we got Stalker back. Nice. And let me order this hand a little bit better. So we got Spirit and Freedom, Stalker, and we got Ambushes in here. Okay. So we're at the end of the round. We're going to knock this up 1. And nothing else is going to happen. Nobody has any end of round effects. We're going to be at the start of this turn. And at the start of this turn, we're going to bring in our story mission, which our story mission says, Spy on Cobra's New York City Consulate. It's a story mission, group mission. Cobra is trying to influence the government. And now someone thought, now someone thought it reasonable to give them diplomatic immunity. Oh my gosh, this sounds so related to our current political situation here in America, but moving on. It is a tank mission, which is cool, so we get some bonuses if we use a tank vehicle, something like the Ram over here. And it says, add 1 complication to this mission for each card in the failure pile, 0. At the end of each round, put 1 random covert officer into play. At the end of each round, put 1 covert officer in play. Wow. Okay, I don't like that. Success for this one is reveal the top 3 cards of the complication deck. Discard any number of them. Okay. Oh, also speaking of which, we're gonna upgrade the complication deck. Okay. So hear me out. Hear me out. I know I said at the beginning of this that I was gonna do it in such a way that I was gonna do it similar to what I did last time, but my understanding of how this wording is going, how this information, how the text on these cards are reading, is that whatever's left in the complication deck here is what's gonna go into and combine with the level 2 cards, because that's what it seems to be kind of implying. Because if I reveal 3 cards from the complication deck, discard any number of them, I feel like, I don't know. Well, no, you know what? I take it back. I lied. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do it the way I said I was gonna do it. So I'm taking the discard from round 1, and I'm gonna shuffle these into round 2 stuff. Like, okay, hold on. I'm flip-flopping because, like, on the one hand, I'll kind of know what complications could show up because I've gone through a lot of them and suffered a lot of them. But on the other hand, this is kind of like there's more complications you haven't faced yet, so, you know, hey, you're gonna have to face these eventually type situation. And also encourages you to hurry up, because if you quickly go through your Act 1, Act 2, or all your stuff in Act 1, then you'll have more Act 1 complications in the final deck than you would if you took your sweet time. So I feel like on the one hand, the balancing side of things is telling me that you need to shuffle in the deck into the complications for round 2. So the complication level 1 needs to be shuffled into complication level 2 in the deck, as opposed to discard. And discard are things that are going to be out of the game unless you have to shuffle. So let me see. End of an act. When the final story mission of an act is complete, golden border, a new act will begin at the start of the next player's turn. After the first story mission of an act is placed, take the complication discard pile and all complication cards for the next act and shuffle them into the main complication deck. Oh, interesting. Okay, so, interesting. It says, now that I'm reading it more fully, it says take the complication discard pile and all complication cards for the next act and shuffle them into the main complication deck. So the main complication deck is this. So we're taking all the discard and all of the level 2, and we're shuffling these together, and we're shuffling this into the main deck. Why didn't they just say shuffle all of them together? I don't understand why they said it this way. The wording on this was so shoddy that I've just been playing this wrong the whole time. All right, okay. I read the text, I've made a judgment. You will play with all complication cards. Okay, cool. So we're gonna have a giant complication card deck at the end of the game, which feels not as fun. It'll be fun to me if you can have, well, I guess, I don't know. For more context, I did my original playthrough that I did for G.I. Joe the deck building game. I re-recorded it, as in I did another playthrough, because I thought I played the complication deck wrong. What I did was I shuffled all the complication cards together from start to finish. So from the start of the game to the end of the game, I shuffled them all together into one giant deck, and I was like, oh no, I played it wrong. I gotta redo the whole entire playthrough. But in reality, I'm gonna end up with that by the end of the game anyway, so I just made it harder on myself, as opposed to changing anything. I kind of like the idea of taking the discard and shuffling into the next act, but then again, that kind of punishes you to speed through. So I think it'll be beneficial if you shuffled only the remaining complication 1 deck into complication 2. That way your complication 2 deck could be easier if you hurry up and finish your act 1 stuff. It encourages you to speed up, you know? It gives you an incentive to speed up. It's a very small incentive, but it's still an incentive nonetheless. Whereas if you just, take your time going through Act 1, you end up burning a lot of complication cards, so you're going to have less complication cards to pad out the worst complication cards. So I think that's how I'm probably going to just house rule it for future games. For this game, I'm going to play the way the rulebooks have said, because I made another revelation that I've been playing it wrong, but whatever. All right. So we got that all set. So this is going to get number of complications equal to failure, which is 0. And then at the end of each round, put one random Cobra officer into play. That could be really bad, especially if Cobra Commander is the one who shows up. But you know what? I don't really care. Okay. So my goal is to take out Serpentor, because I don't want Serpentor in here doing Serpentor things. So that's my goal. My goal is to take him out. The mission is annoying, but I'd rather take out Serpentor right now. So if I can take him out and put him in the stockades, I know he's definitely going to come back in the next few missions. But at least it gives me an opportunity to not have him randomly show up again. So that is my goal. All right. He's a stealth and explosives. So we got explosives, we got a stealth, and that's it. We got explosive and a stealth. So we got 7. How? Okay. I'm trying to figure out how to fight him. And I don't know if I can fight him. Yeah, I don't have the right cards to defeat him right now. So I'm gonna hold Cover Girl over for 1 round. And I'm just gonna go ahead and spend the money I have here. So 2, 4, 6, 8. So I have $8 to spend. We're gonna spend big. We're gonna get we need stealth and explosives. Here's stealth. We're gonna get Beachhead for 4. So we got $4 left. Oops. And we have $4 left. So we're gonna get hacking gear for 2. And we have $2 left. We're gonna get nothing left for it. We're not gonna spend our last $2. All right, so that's it for the round, or is it for this turn? Draw 6. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, it's recon. Sorry, I thought it was stealth. But we got stealth, wild. Yeah, so we can try to take on Serpentor now. We're gonna be a little bit hampered on this side because Deep 6 is gonna be the only Joe I have left over here. But at the very least, we can draw some more cards, possibly with hacking gear, and inspiration will let us draw more cards. There's no leaders. I don't have any leaders, but it's fine. Okay, all right. Cool stuff, cool stuff. So over here, we have a stealth, and we have these guys with the stealth. So we're gonna go ahead and initiate a fight. We're gonna do a vamp. We're gonna use the vamp. We're gonna send it against Serpentor, and we are gonna go ahead and go all out here. Now I know I could just, well, yeah, I could just use this for the mission, but like I said, I want Serpentor in the jail. Straight to jail. Go to jail. Go to jail. All right. So nothing special here. It says each time we go on a side mission, then we do the thing. It says any other officer, but he's a group mission, so it doesn't matter. But he's a 9. There's nothing special about him. He's just a straight up 9. So we get 4 for the explosives. We get 4 for the stealth. We get 3 for the wild. And then we get 3 for the stealth. So we are rolling a grand total of 14 dice. 14 dice? Is that 8 plus 6? 14. Okay, we're rolling 14 dice here. We need 9. Wow. Did we get 9? Oh, sorry. The reds were, I was not registering the hits on the reds. So I think we got our 9. Pretty sure we got it. Yeah. Super got it. All right, so we're successful there. So we successfully defeated Serpentor, and he gets to go to jail. Go to jail. Go straight to jail. In the jail you go. Go to jail. No worry for you to go but jail. Do not collect $200. All right, so he's gonna go in the stockades. Cool. Bye bye. All right, that was a lot of stuff there, but we did it. So these guys are gonna go into their respective trash cans. It says a maximum of 2 players may join. Oh, I didn't read his text. For Beachhead, a maximum of 2 Joes may assign, or maximum of 2 players may assign Joes to this mission. Each player on this mission draws 1 card. Nice. Okay, so we can draw a card. Could have helped us. Nice, we got Storm Shadow. All right, cool. And he's spent. This goes back. Okay, so we have nothing else to do except for go out to the mission. We can go ahead and do that. The mission is stealth, and we got 3 stealth again, and no other stealth. Nah, we're not gonna do that. Well, that's sad. I got rid of all my stealth guys. So I can't really do anything with what I have here. So I'm gonna hold on to Storm Shadow, and we're just gonna spend the money here. So 2, 4, 6, 9. So we have $9 as well. We need stealth to take out the thing. We're gonna do knowing's half the battle. It says gain a number of hits equal to half the printed difficulty on this mission, round it down, then discard this card immediately. So that's what knowing is half the battle, which costs 5 does. Got $4 left. We will spend it on expert training. It says if you control a leader, plus $2 extra. That's it. So everybody's all done. Let me draw 6. 6, there we go. All right, we're at the end of the round. At the end of each round, put 1 random Cobra commander and a Cobra officer into play. We also go up on that track. Oh, also, oh my gosh, this is our first time that we're putting in a Cobra battalion. Oh no, this is gonna be start to be bad. Anybody but Baroness. Whew, I didn't jinx it. So we got Zartan. Zartan is tracker or recon, and says to defeat the story mission, you must match the difficulty exactly. He's quite a butt. I don't like him either. All right, good thing we got the stockades going. So we are all done with that. So we got recon and vehicles with deep 6. And over here we have, we need stealth. So we got 1 stealth, no other stealth, just 1 stealth. That's not great. We could also get 2 free hits. We can get 2 free hits here. All right, so we're gonna try to take out that guy then, because we got the recon. We got recon over here. So we're gonna try to take out Zartan. We're gonna send. It's gonna be pretty much an easy win. But first, before we do, actually no, before we do that, we're gonna send Deep 6 in the Vamp. We're gonna send Outback in there as well. And Outback is going to give us 2 hits for free because we're not playing any utility cards for this mission. So 2 free hits on Zartan, and we need a 3 or better. And Zartan's effect is to defeat story missions, you must match the difficulty exactly. So we're doing a group mission, not a story mission. So it's fine. So Deep 6 is going to give us 3 for recon, and Outback is going to give us 3 for recon. So we got 6 total. See if this goes well. All right, okay, cool. All we needed was 3. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. So in the stockades he goes. All right, I'm just collecting Cobra commanders for stockades right now. That's my goal. Stockade. So the stockades with you. And that goes back. And Deep 6 has been used. And now we're gonna go ahead and continue our day. We are gonna play Inspiration. Each player who reveals a leader card from their hand draws a card. I do not have a leader, but we have a leader over here with Storm Shadow. So we're gonna draw 1 over here. So we can hopefully get Stalker. And if we get Stalker, then we might be able to go after the mission. Nope, not Stalker. But hey, we got Ambush. Okay, I'll take Ambush. because ambush and storm shot. Oh, I don't have a Joe over here. Never mind. I lied. Okay. We're gonna hold this card over here to the side. Actually, no, I lied. Oh, I forgot. I'm gonna play Hacking Gear. So I'm gonna play Hacking Gear, and it says roll 2 die. For each hit rolled, draw 1 card. I got to draw 1 card, or I get to draw 1 card. Cool. The second effort. Thanks, game. All right. Well, so I'm gonna hold on to second effort then. And money-wise, we have 2, 4, 6, 7. We have $7. So we're going to use our $7 to. I kind of want to get Scuba Gear. Scuba Gear is pretty nice. So we can get this. You call for backup is also nice. It says add 1 Joe from your hand to a teammate's side mission during their turn, and then at the end of the mission, return this card to your hand. So you can kind of just do that between turns. It's much better in a higher player count game, but this one's target player may add 1 Joe to this mission, ignoring transport capacity. So you Halo jump in. Yeah, we're gonna take Scuba Gear. It lets me draw cards. And we'll take Repeater, who's a marksman. Nice. Because we had 7 total. All right, all spent, all will go. Then we draw our 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Five, 6. Okay, all done. We're on to the next player's turn. So let's see. We got all the stealth we need. We got more stealth here with Snake Eyes, and yeah, we can actually go. We should go for it. We should definitely go for it. We got a reroll. We got 1 reroll here. We also have to draw the ability to draw 2 more cards. So yeah, we're gonna go for the mission, and we're gonna go for the story mission here. We will send Jinx just because we can. She's gonna give us 1 extra die. That's really it. And we can play our knowing is half the battle anytime. We can play our proximity. Well, we don't need to play proximity mine because there's no complication showing up. Okay, so we're doing our mission. We're taking the vamp, of course, the good old reliable vamp, and we're sending 3 from here, 1 from there. We are gonna go ahead and play the Scuba Gear. We're gonna play the Scuba Gear, and it's gonna say target player draws 2 cards. I'm gonna target this player. So 1, 2. Okay. They didn't get Stalker. I was hoping they would get Stalker, but he's not here, so whatever. And now we're gonna go ahead and fight the mission. So stealth is what we get credit for. So we're gonna get 3 from from Snake Eyes. We're gonna get 3 from Storm Shadow. We're gonna get 3 from Ambush, and we're gonna get 1 from Jinx. You think Jinx would have stealth too, but she only has martial arts. All right, and we have extra cards we can play. We're not gonna play them right now. Just gonna go for it. Oh no, dropped a die. There we go. All right, so we got all the hits. We got all the hits we can possibly want. Sorry, my mic is in the wrong direction. 1 second, let me fix that. Okay, hopefully that should be better. So we got all the hits we could ever need to take on the story mission. So the story mission is defeated, and when we defeat it, we get to reduce this by 1. So the panic track is down by 1, and it says reveal the top 3 cards of the complication deck. So top 3, 1, 2, 3, and it says discard any number of them. Well, these are all just precision strikes, so I actually kind of don't care about these. Yeah. Stealth and recon, tracker, recon and stealth. So I think I'll discard the tracker one and I'll keep the stealth and recon ones on top because those would be pretty easy. Actually, I'll put the level one, hold on. Yeah, we'll put the level one on top because we got a lot of stealth and recon. All right, so we defeated it. It is now going to go over into the success pile. And over here is our next one. Our next one is going to be find the terror drones. Find the terror drones. And it's going to have us at the end of each round destroy one command center talent. No, I like those. Well, I need to start unlocking more of those now. I've been having like a ton of money, so it's fine. Okay, so it's not available yet though. We have to finish out this turn. So these three went. Jinx is going to come back because she finished the story mission, but these two are going to be there. Snake Eyes is going to go into the discard, and the Vamp is going to go back, and all this is going to go forward. There we go. All right, so we're going to send Jinx after the Cobra Battalion there. Actually, do we want to? Because I have a diffuse here. We're gonna put anybody into play. No. All right, we're gonna leave that Cobra Battalion in place because we want this side to defeat them because we have a diffuse, and that could let us lower the Cobra Commander track or the Cobra threat track by 1. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, so we're gonna spend our money then. So we have 2, 4. Actually, we're gonna hold on to Jinx. So we have 2, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8. What does this do? If you have a leader in your control, $2 extra. Sure, I'll play this card. So if I have a leader and play $2 extra, so I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have $14 just for my cards right here. So we are going to spend $14 on our command center, which we haven't talked about a ton here, but look at all these guys in jail. Oh, let us out. We'll get you, Joes. All right, so $14 is what I have. So I could have $15. Okay, we're going to bring Jinx out from here, and we're going to spend the money that she gives. We're going to put comms over here then. So we have $15. So we're going to unlock the repair bay and the laser cannon. And the laser cannon allows me to have a one reroll during side missions. That's super hard to see. Man, I did not plan that out very well, did I? I can always turn the Lumen key off. Actually, let me just turn the Lumen key off. It's not going to be that big of a deal, right? 1 second. There you go. Yeah, that's not bad, right? Not as fancy when you can't like see through it, but it's fine. It's not gonna kill it's not gonna be the end of the world. All right, okay. Oops. So yeah, that's what the text says there. So that's what we got for our little things. So we have a repair bay. So whenever we use a vehicle, it goes here. And at the end of the round, they'll go back into the hangar. So it means that we can use vehicles that are not just a vamp, and they'll recover faster. And the laser cannon says roll 1 additional die. Oh, 1 additional die when you're doing side missions. Okay, cool. I'm glad I did that. All right, that's good. So we've successfully done that, done those things. We're gonna turn that overlay off. And now we're at the end of the round. So at the end of the round, we are, first we're gonna throw these cards away. And then we're gonna draw 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Come back. Try to give him a good shuffle because it's not that many cards, but 6. Okay. All right. The Cobra track is gonna go up 1. We're also gonna put a Cobra Battalion in, so we got to deal with those guys as well. Over here we got Spirit of Freedom, Outback, Stalker finally showed up, and there we go. This is what we go for. I mean, it's not that bad, is it? the giant black square there. If I don't put anything there, you won't notice it. So it's fine. Just won't put anything there. Just gotta put these somewhere. Sure, put them over there. All right. You can kind of see it. It's fine. It's fine. We'll live. We'll live. All right. And by it, I mean the spot where the gold card's gonna go, but it'll be there for the rest of the time. All right. So we're done with that. We're at the start of the turn here. So we're gonna throw this over right there. This one's to find the pterodomes or dromes. And story mission, group mission, it says Cobra has established small bases all over the world. Locals think they are there to protect them. To protect their borders. Really, to protect their borders. But what does Cobra really have in mind? So at the end, we get one complication. It's a tank mission. And it says at the end of each round, destroy one command center tile. So end of each round. So we can take that one out pretty easily though. It's recon and vehicles. We got a recon right here with Tunnel Rat. We got any vehicles over there. We got a recon over here with Outback. Yeah, we can just take this one out automatically, just like immediately. That complication is going to be an issue. We don't have the rocket launcher. So maybe, Oh, we know what the complication is. It's going to be the drone strike. And that's going to be a recon or martial arts, I think. Or recon or stealth. So we can deal with that one. We can deal with that one pretty easily. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and try to go for the mission then. We're just gonna go straight for the mission. We get to gain one command center tile from this one, which is the last one that we didn't buy, the battle station. And we can take them out, and then we can do some other stuff later. So we're gonna go ahead and try to fight for the big guys here. Well, actually, hold on, before I do, I'm going to use repeater first, and we're gonna use the vamp. And we're gonna try to go after one of these Cobra battalions. We're gonna go after this one. 2, 4, 6. We're gonna go after this one. So we need to roll 3 dice. We have a reroll. Roll 3 dice, and because of the laser cannon, which I'll bring on screen here, because of the laser cannon, we get to roll 1 additional die for side missions, and this is a side mission. So we roll 4 dice instead of 3, because he's a 3 marksman. So we're going after this one. We need 2 hits. And wow, okay, we got 2 hits, but geez, give me a heart attack, why don't you? So we knock out the Cobra battalion. And that is good. Now we're gonna play disarm. Disarm says, if you defeat a Cobra battalion this turn, draw 1 card. So we did, we get to draw 1 card. And we got the rocket launcher, perfect, that's what we wanted. We wanted the rocket launcher, that's exactly what I wanted. All right, thank you, game. You're not bad after all. So we're gonna go ahead and, and there's a side mission. So we're gonna do a diffuse. We're gonna play diffuse to drop this down by 1. And now we're gonna initiate the story mission. Is this Act 3? This is only Act 2, okay. We're gonna initiate the story mission here. And we're gonna send Tunnel Rat on the mission, and he is a recon. We're gonna send Outback, and he's a recon. We're probably not gonna use rocket launcher. I'm just gonna hold on to it on the side. Because just remember, Outback is 2 auto hits, but it's only if you don't use any gear or utility cards during this mission. It says during this mission, so I guess this doesn't count for this mission, does it? So yeah. Okay, so 2 auto hits is what we'll get. We're sending these 2, so we're gonna get how many dice? We're gonna get 3. What was it? Recon. So we're gonna get 2, and we're gonna get 3. And we're getting 2 auto hits, like so. And now we get to roll our 5. We need 3 hits. Ooh, that's not good. All right, well, we're gonna use our reroll. All right, that didn't work out. Oh, sorry, this complication is a drone strike as recon or stealth. We're gonna put it over here. Yeah, we'll put it over here. We got 1 more reroll. This is the last reroll for the whole kit and caboodle. If this doesn't work, then we're in trouble. Whew. Okay, we're almost in trouble, so we got it. We knocked it out. It is a success. We do successfully win this mission, and we're gonna drop the threat tracker by 1, and we get 1 command center tile. So we will get this other command center tile here. So we were fully operational. We get 1 extra die. We get to reroll 1 die when doing group missions now. So that is pretty nice. And all these guys are in jail. Look at them. Let us out. So in the jail, we have Zartan, Serpentor, Dr. Mindbender, Destro, and Major Blood. They're all just scrubs in the jail, hanging out by themselves. All right. Well done. Well done, Joes. You're doing a great job. You're doing a great job. Okay. So continuing on with our adventure. Active player was over here, so that means that Outback is going to go into the discard. And we have Tunnel Rat was utilized. I have no more to play. Okay, I see. So now I have $6 to spend. We're gonna use our $6 to get Bomb Strike. Bomb Strike is a Joe. She has Tech 3, Vehicles 3, and it says apply the transport's terrain bonus whether it matches this mission or not. Nice. That's actually pretty strong. All right, and that is it. So we're done for the round. We're gonna draw our 6. And this is going to be added. And now we're up to here to the start of the turn. Because we don't have a story mission in play, we're going to bring over the climax for Act 2. And it says, for this one, Rise of the Serpentor. Serpentor? Yeah, Rise of the Serpentor. Story mission, group mission. Serpentor now has a chance to become the leader of Cobra. Dispatch your enemies, and hopefully Serpentor will be easier to get to in the future. So we put Serpentor into play, and it says this mission cannot be defeated with while any Cobra officer other than Serpentor are in play. So we just put Serpentor into play, and then at the success there it says put 1 Cobra trooper under Serpentor. So I guess that just reduces his difficulty, but that is the mission that we're gonna get. This one, and our next one, our Act 3, Mission 1 is gonna be put Cobra Command into play and then do some stuff. So yeah, so that's gonna be interesting to deal with. All right, so that's the mission we got to deal with. So we got to put Serpentor into play. So sadly, I knew he wasn't going to stay in jail, but he's going to come back out of jail. He's going to break out of jail, and it says this mission cannot be defeated while other Cobra officers are in play, which is okay. But we're gonna just try to kick Serpentor's butt again. So now we start over here. We got some good cards for our ally on the left hand side. We got Beachhead, which is stealth. We got pretty much most of, well, it's just Beachhead, but we got Beachhead here, which is pretty good. No complications for this mission. And we have nothing over here. These guys are just being scrubs. Yeah, nothing useful over here. All right. So my hemming and hawing is I'm thinking about going after this mission with the ram, because if I send that mission with the ram, he'll give me +3 recon. So it'll give me +3 recon, and because I'm sending Stalker by himself, that'll give me +3 wild. So I'll have 5, and I need a 2 or better. I think that might be worth it. So we're gonna do that for the side mission. We're gonna try to just go straight for this one. And oh shoot, hold on, because this mission is tracker or martial arts, and we got a 3 tracker. Yeah, so he by himself has 6 and no complications. I don't know if I want Cobra Commander and Serpentor alive at the same time, though, is a problem. Which is a sentence to say for sure, but actually, okay. If I leave Serpentor alive, then when Cobra Commander comes up, then Serpentor will allow me to get a +2 wild to fighting Cobra Commander. Because his text says each time you go on a mission against any other Cobra officer, draw 1 complication and add +2 wild skills to this mission. And by that, this mission means the mission I'm currently working on, which is fighting the Cobra Commander. So he basically helps me fight the Cobra Commander people. So he's adding chaos. So Cobra Commander is going to show up, but I can use that to give me additional things. So I don't really want to take him out right now, is what I'm trying to say. So instead, I'm going to go for, if I take out the side mission with Stalker, and then I could use, let's see, Tracker or Martial Arts. I mean, the only tracker I have is Spirit and Freedom. Oh, Spirit and Freedom gives me an auto hit. Okay, hold on. Shoot. This is challenging here. So the challenge here is that Spirit and Freedom give me an auto hit for having that side mission, which means that I could try to send Spirit and Freedom and Wild Bill on to take on the main mission, and then that'll successfully kill that, hopefully, and then afterwards I can send Stalker by himself to take out the thing. So I think that's what I'll do, because I want to hold into the side mission long enough to get the bonus from it. So we're gonna take the vamp. We're gonna take the vamp, and we're gonna send Spirit and Freedom along with Wild Bill and ooh, hold on. No, it's not gonna help. Never mind. Because Bomb Strike, if I send Bomb Strike for her, she gets to apply the transport's bonus, whether it matches the terrain or not. But the problem is that we only have 2 seats in that Skyhawk. We need 3 seats for that to be useful. So we're gonna send Wild Bill. And Spirit and Freedom. So we get 1 auto hit on the mission. There are no complication cards to draw, so we don't have to worry about that. The trigger for Serpentor is only if I'm doing Cobra missions. Sorry, going against other Cobra officers. Otherwise, he doesn't do anything. He just stands there menacingly. So for this one, we need a 3 or better. So we're gonna get three dice from Wild Bill, who's been integral to all of my teams here, I just noticed. And we're gonna get 3 from Spirit and Freedom. And we're gonna roll 6, we need 3. Oops. 1, 2. Oh. All right, we got our 3. We did it, just barely. We did not have any rerolls too, so that was pretty good. So we did knock out the story mission, so that's gonna be done. So our success here is gonna be knock down the threat track by 1, put 1 Cobra Trooper under Serpentor. And there we go. So he's now an 8 instead of a 9. And that's it. So now we finish this mission, we put it over there, and we're gonna get ready for Act 3, which Act 3 is gonna be some cool stuff that we'll talk about later. All right, so we are all done with that mission. Now we are going to send, so Wild Bill's gonna go into the discard, and Spirit of Freedom are used. Now we're gonna send Stalker on the Ram to fight the disrupt the drone strike, and he's gonna give me, he doesn't match either of those, so he's gonna give me 1, but he's gonna get 3 because of his skill down here. He's by himself. And then we're gonna get 3 from the vehicle. So we're gonna get 7. We need 2 or better from 7. All right, looks like we got it. We got it. So we knock out this. And that was a side mission, so we're gonna play Diffuse, and we're gonna knock this down by 1 again, trying to keep that under control as much as possible, because I've definitely had it go out of control. And the Ram, it would normally go in the discard, but because we have the Repair Bay, it's gonna go here instead. And it says Repair Bay, place use transports, except for the Vamp here, at the end of each mission, instead of discarding them. At the end of the round, or if the Repair Bay is destroyed, return all transports here to the hangar. So that's gonna be a great way for us to get some vehicle usage faster. So that'll come back here in a moment. So Stalker did his job, great job. And now we don't have anybody to fight this Cobra Battalion, so that's fine. But we're gonna go ahead and spend our money. So we get 2, 4, 7, so we have $7. We will take Solo Snake. Solo Snake Eyes. He is a wild 4. If there is another Joe on this mission, discard this card. So it's not great, but it's still pretty strong. So we got $2 left. Oh, we'll take Shuriken. It says 1 wild skill. You may play this to aid any mission, whether you have a Joe on the mission or not. So just Shuriken just goes flying. Nice. All right, we're out of money, so we're all done. We're gonna hold on to comms because we can hold on to a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we're at the end of the round, so we're gonna boop this up by 1, and this mission is now active. So the next mission coming up afterwards is gonna be intercept the Night Ravens. It's gonna be recon or stealth, but that's later, so we're not gonna worry about that too much. So we're gonna go here, and this one is Cobra Commander Craves Chaos. Wow, what's the alliteration? Is that the word I'm looking for? What cool alliteration there is there. It's a story mission, group mission. It is Act 3, and it says Cobra Commander wants to outdo Serpentor and lead Cobra forces against the Joe's command center. Put Cobra Commander into play, and then at the end of each round, add 1 Cobra Battalion to the lineup. Oof, that's not good. So Cobra Commander is going to come out to play finally. And there's Cobra Commander in all of his glory. Look at him. Look how evil he is. Cobra Commander, he is a 6. He's vehicles and recon will take him out. And it says at the end of each round, discard all uncovered main deck cards in the lineup. Story mission +3 difficulty. So he's another person out here. And then also because we're on Act 3 now. Oh, sorry. I haven't failed any missions yet. There's always time. Because we're on Act 3, we're going to shuffle in the Act 3 complications. So we're going to take all the discards, take all the non-discarded, and then do all this shuffle in here. So now we have everything, all of the things, the kitchen sink and all. All right, so that's all shuffled, and we're gonna get 1 complication added already, right there. And we are at the top of the round for over here. So let's see, what are we doing? Do we have any start a round effects? We have an end a round effect, and that's really it. Also, I played this wrong last time because I did this at the end of each turn. I cleared all cards and it kind of just made the timer go faster. I say the end of the round. That's different. That's very different. Okay, so at the end of each round, add 1 Cobra Battalion to the lineup. Okay. So cool. All right. So we want to knock out Cobra Commander. That's what we want to do. We want to knock out Cobra Commander. If we can knock him out, that'd be great. And that'll be fun. Oh, also, I was supposed to get 1 extra die from my battle stations. I forgot about that. Yeah. Oh, and my RAM, it comes back. Woo! The RAM is available. Okay, so we want to take out Cobra Commander. So Cobra Commander is vehicles and recon. So we have some good vehicle stuff here, right there, just between these two. So I actually might send them in the Skyhawk to take them out, because the Skyhawk is going to give me vehicles and recon. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna just send these 2 out there solo. And the beauty of this is we're gonna send them after Cobra Commander. And the beauty of this is that Bomb Strike, her ability is apply the transport's terrain bonus whether it matches the mission or not. So it doesn't match the mission, but we're gonna get it, and that's gonna send it straight back to the hangar. So it's gonna be kind of like a freebie. We're going to be using, it's vehicles and recon. So the Skyhawk's going to give us +3 vehicles and +2 recon, which is even better. Then Bomb Bomb Strike is going to give us +3 for the vehicles, and then Barbecue is going to give us +3 for the vehicles, and Serpentor says each time you go on a mission against any other Cobra officer, draw 1 complication and add +2 wild to the mission. So we have to draw 1 complication, and this is going to be Disrupt the Drone Strike again, and it says Recon and Stealth. I think we can give it to myself. Yeah, we'll give it to myself. Well, do I have a diffuse? I don't think I need a diffuse. They don't have a diffuse either, or a reroll. Yeah, why not? We'll put it over here. We'll let them handle it. No, I lied. I'm gonna put it over here. All right, I'll deal with that one. It says at the end of your next turn, fail the current story mission and discard this card. So I don't have to worry about that right now. So you can't see that. I don't have to worry about it right now, but I will take care of it this round with Beachhead, hopefully. If not, then we'll figure it out somehow. Okay. So we're getting +2 wilds for this mission. So we're going to get a lot of dice. Look at all these dice. So I need 6 or better. Oh, it says Cobra Commander says at the end of each round, discard all uncovered main deck cards in the lineup, and then also story missions have +3 difficulty. Okay, that's not bad. Wow, not looking good. Not looking good at all. Remember, I need a 6. Oh gosh. Wow, 4. Oof. And he gave me +2 wilds on that? My gosh. Do I have anything else? Nope, it's just a straight up fail. Wow, that was the best opportunity for me to take that out too. That is painful. And that's how the dice work. See, sometimes you just roll the dice and you don't have anything. All right, do I have any cards that can help? Nope. Nothing. Got a bunch of nothing. All right. Well, that was a complete and utter failure. Cobra Commander will continue to Cobra Command over there, and I'll allow it. So this is going to go back because of Bomb Strike's trigger ability there. I rolled a bunch of dice and got no hits. That is outstanding. I'm not feeling any kind of way about that. I don't know what you're talking about. All right. So we're going to send Beachhead after the Disruptive Drone Strike. We're going to use the Vamp. So it's just straight up 4 dice roll. We need 2 hits. We got 1 hit. We failed, so that's not great. Also, a maximum 2 players may be assigned to this mission. Each player draws on this mission draws a card. So we get to draw a card. That was just me. But we failed to take that one out as well. Man, this is not good. We are going to play Hacking Gear. I should have played this earlier, but roll 2 dice. For each hit rolled, draw 1 card. All right, we get to draw 1 card. And nice, we got Deep 6. Okay, so Deep 6 is going to go after the thing. We are going to send Deep 6 on the Skyhawk because I don't trust it anymore. Actually, I want to save the Skyhawk. Yeah, I want to save the Skyhawk. It's Recon and Stealth. Okay, we'll send the Ram. We'll send him on the Ram. So Deep 6 is going to go on the Ram, and Deep 6 is a Recon 3, and then the Ram is a Recon 3. I'm just doing this because I don't trust after failing a dice roll with like 25 dice. I needed a 6 and I got nothing, so we're gonna, oh, actually I can send Deep 6 after Cobra Commander. No, they'll give me another complication. I'll just slow my roll. All right, we're gonna roll the 6. All right, we got our hits. We do take out the drone, so it is now in the discard, which I'll put up there. And thank you, Deep 6, for not screwing me over. The Ram goes back into the repair bay, and he's now utilized. And now I can do the rest of my stuff here. So, nobody has a leader, so I'm gonna bring this card over to the next round. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna bring this card over to the next round. So money-wise, I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I got $10 to spend. So with those $10, I will get ooh, okay. I'm gonna get, for my 10, I'm gonna get You Called for Backup, because that could be a nice card to have. And I'm gonna get Falcon. Do I want him? He's explosives. It says apply the transport's terrain bonus whether matches. Oh heck yeah, I want him. So that's 8 that I spent. So I have $1 left, or $2 left, and I'll take Ace. All right, all done. Draw my 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And this card comes back into my hand. And now we're over to this side. No end of turn effects, no end of turn effects, just end of round effects. So now we are going to contemplate what we're going to do. So we want to try to take out Cobra Commander for sure. We can send Snake Eyes and Ace after him. This vehicles and recon. We don't have much going for us, do we? Ooh, all right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do something very clever. I am going to, oh, it's a marksman. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to, well, no, it does matter. Hold on, shoot. Yeah, this is fine. I'm going to Tranquilizer Dart. Sorry, I'm going to Tranquilizer Dart, which is going to flip them face down, make them not available. Which means their effects will still well, hold on, do I want to do that? What's the next mission coming up? What is it going to do? It's going to say, if you do not use air transportation on this mission, +2 difficulty, at the end of each turn, increase the panic by 1. It's not that bad. Yeah, it's not that bad. I just don't want it to summon anybody, because if it does, it's going to make it a little bit harder. So if I play Tranquilizer Dart right now, what that does is that will allow me to ignore them and then just do the mission. If I do the mission, I was going to send Snake Eyes by himself, and then use Shuriken to get 1 extra wild, and then use Knowing Is Half the Battle as well to give me free hits, and that way we can have kind of a good run there. So I think that might be what I'll do. Because I need marksman, but I don't have marksman. I don't think I have a lot of marksmen in here. So I think this is my best chance to go after it. So we're going to activate that. We're going to do that Tranquilizer Dart. We're going to bring these guys face down. And... yeah, we're on our own with this one. All right, so we're going out to the story mission here. So the story mission, we're ignoring all of the Cobra commanders there, but we're going to go ahead and reveal the complication. We have nothing to mitigate this. It says put Major Blood into play, which is perfect because Major Blood's in jail. So he's not coming into play. Haha, take that, game. Who's coming into play? Major Blood is like, I'm going to come into play. Oh no, I'm in jail. Yeah, the only exception for this is that they cannot enter play except for due to story mission text specifically. So he can't come into play. He's out of play. Oh, sorry, you couldn't see that. There you go. So there's Major Blood, and the text I was reading was this: place defeated Cobra officers here. They cannot re-enter play except due to story mission text. If Stockade is destroyed, return all Cobra officers here to the stack. And story mission text, that was not story mission text. That was instead a complication card. So therefore, he stays in jail. Stay over there. All right, perfect. Couldn't have had a better card. So now I'm doing that. We're going to after this one to 5. We're going to play Knowing Is Half the Battle. Knowing Is Half the Battle says gain a number of hits equal to half the printed difficulty of this mission, rounded down. Then discard this card immediately. So we're discarding it. And we get 2 hits on this one. So Snake Eyes is going to give me 4 wilds. And sorry, the vehicle that he's using is going to be the Vamp. So I should put that over there. He's just using the Vamp. And I also have the Shuriken, which allows me to get 1 wild. You may play this to aid any mission, whether you have a Joe in it or not. We're gonna roll this first and see if I can hold on to that. So I need 3 hits. All right, it looks like I definitely need that. Ooh, this is not good. We are going to... We are going to play Shuriken because we have to, and it looks like we might be failing this mission, but you know what? I tried, y'all. And we get to roll 1 die, so we need a crit. If we get a crit, that'd be great, but it's 1 in 6. We do not get a crit. All right, so we failed that one, unfortunately. We only got 3 hits. We needed 5. And it says, well, that's not great, but we get to fail a mission. You know, can't win them all. So this one's going to destroy one of our command tiles. So we're going to destroy clearly the... Oh, wait. We get 1 extra... We get 1 reroll. Hold on. Oh man, I forgot about that completely. We get 1 reroll. Hold on. There's hope. I needed 2 or better. Oh, I missed completely. I did it. I got it. Okay. Woo! All right. JK, we didn't fail it. We succeeded. Thank you, Battle Station. Okay, I'm not stressed. You're stressed. All right. So instead, we get the successful one here. So we get to gain 1 command center tile. We've already unlocked them all, so we get nothing. We drop this down by 1, and this goes into the success pile. Look at that. Snatching victory from the jaws of defeat. That is outstanding. Well done, Joes. Well done, Snake Eyes. Solo Snake Eyes. Solo Snake. All right. That is great. So we did that one. We finished that mission. We're all good. We still got to deal with the commander situation, or the operative situation over there. But honestly, I think the last mission is going to bring Serpentor back anyway. So I'm just going to wait to see what the last mission is before I focus on that. So instead, I'm going to take the rest of my Joes here, and we're going to try to beat up that Cobra battalion, because we need him gone. I could have sent... No, I could not have sent Jinx. It had to be Snake Eyes by himself. He had to go by himself. We're going to send Jinx on the Vamp over to fight Cobra Battalion. She's going to get 4 dice. And versus... We need 2 successes. Wow. 0 successes. All right. Okay. We're going to send Ambush against the Cobra Battalion. He gets to roll 3 dice. We need 2 successes. Okay, he's showing us how it's done. He knocks out the Cobra Battalion. They go away. And now we get to go into our purchasing. So we will get ourselves... I'll hold on to this for the next round. We'll get ourselves a 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. We have $9 again. I think because we got all these vehicle people, I want to get the vehicles out there. So we have, what's it, 9? We're gonna buy the shark vehicle, and then we're gonna buy the tomahawk. So it's gonna be 8. So we got $1 left. I don't think there's any $1 cards, so we're all done. Spent all of our money, and then we're gonna draw 6. 1, 2. 4, 5, 6. Now the phasing order of things is important. Is that the tranquilizer dart? It's a Joe effect, if I'm not mistaken. So it counts. Sorry, I'm reading it as a Joe effect, and that happens last, but before I shuffle, but before or after the end of turn. So these guys would have flipped back over after they had the opportunity to trigger, so they would not trigger right now if they did trigger. But it's not going to matter because they're end of round stuff anyway. All right. So that is it. We're at the end of the round. So this is going to go up by 1. Cobra Commander is going to trigger. Oh, man. Oh, shoot. I forgot about that. At the end of the round, discard all uncovered cards. Man, oh, rude. So all 6 of these are going to be destroyed, which is a bummer because I really wanted to get Helix, because Helix was a 4/4 marksman martial arts, and we need marksman. So we don't have a lot. So we get 6 new ones. I guess it refreshes the deck, but still, it doesn't feel good. to lose that many cards at once. Okay, and we have no other end of round effects, so therefore we go back to the top of the turn. Top of the turn, we're going to bring out the story card, and it's going to come into this one, which is a. Let's put Serpentor into play. You cannot defeat the mission while Serpentor is in play. At the end of each player's turn, destroy one command center tile. If you do, place one Cobra Trooper under. Okay, yeah, sure, cool. All right, so that's something we're going to have to look forward to here in a second, but not right now. First, we got to deal with this one. This one is Intercept the Night Ravens, a story mission, group mission. It says scramble all your assets to get into defensive formation. This one says we get one complication. And, oh, I didn't mean to reveal that. I'm sorry. I've done that a few times in my last playthrough too. We get one complication card. It says if you do not use air transport to on this mission, +2 difficulty. At the end of each player's turn, oh gosh, increase the panic track by 1, the terror track, the threat track by 1. And it's a recon or stealth. Okay, I don't have either of those. I got stealth over here on Storm Shadow. And, oh, I get my ram back. So we have a Skyhawk for recon, and we have a Tomahawk for explosives and tracker, and we got the ram for recon, and that's it. We got the shark for +2 wild skill, which is not going to help us out a ton. Well, that's a bummer. Got a whole bunch of nothing. All right, this might hit different here. This might hit different. All right, so we're gonna play Inspiration. It says each player who reveals a leader draws 1 card to their hand. I do not have a leader in my hand, but they have a leader in their hand, so they're gonna draw a card. They're gonna get Spirit and Freedom, cool. I really want to take out Cobra Commander. I need him out of the way, because he's gonna keep wiping the board at the end of each round. He's vehicles and recon. So I have vehicles from Ace. And we have nothing else. Man, such a tough combination, that guy. All right, I'm gonna commit to hold on to that card. Yeah, I just don't have a good hand here. So it looks like I'm not doing anything except for buying cards. Ooh, Muskrat is here. Oh, he's a great guy. All right, so we are going to just buy cards. So we're going to try to buy things to get us into where we need. So how much money do we have? We have 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. We got $9, possibly 11 if we need it. So we're gonna buy we're gonna recruit Muskrat. Ooh, heck yeah! Wait, Muskrat was stealth, right? So we're gonna get Torpedo for 5. So we have $2 left, and we're gonna get Low Light just for the fun of it. Okay, so we spent all of our money there. And we're at the end of the turn there. We're gonna draw, well, we're gonna increase this by 1 because of the mission effect. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Got a whole stack of cards here, holy crap. I need to stop buying cards. I got a lot of cards on this side and not that many cards on that side. It's crazy. Bridge shuffle the number of cards I have over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we need vehicles and recon to take out Cobra. We got stealth, tracker. Okay. Okay. So we're done over here. So now we're into the start of this person's turn. Nothing special in the start of turn, so we're gonna just go. We can try to take out the mission. Because if we take out the mission, if we take out this mission, then the next mission will start weakening Serpentor to make him easier to take out. And then we can try to go for Serpentor and then try to go for the final mission there. I just don't want the end of round trigger to happen with Cobra Commander still walking around. So let me consider my options here. Do we have a stealth plane? We get no stealth from our airplanes, only recon. Okay, so we can get recon plus 2 recon from the airplane, from the Skyhawk. It can let us take 2 people. Yeah, I think we're gonna try it. This is gonna be bad. You know what? I'm gonna go out the Cobra Commander. Oh no, sorry, that's the wrong symbols there. No, we need recon. I got stealth. Shoot. And I can try to fight Serpentor, but it's a waste of time because he's gonna come back out once the mission is done. So oh, that's plus $2. Never mind. Yeah, this is just a bad hand here. All right, we're gonna focus on Cobra Commander then. We need recon and vehicles. We only got 1 vehicles guy and nobody else matches. Boy, is this ever tough. We can get recon from the Ram. So we can get plus 3 recon from the Ram. Oh yeah, also Cobra makes the mission an 8. I forgot about that. Yeah, Cobra makes a mission an 8, not a 3. Or sorry, not a 5. So I completely forgot about that. Oh man, I'm having the hardest of times trying to puzzle this out. I don't think I can puzzle it out. I think I need to wait for better things to come along. I think I'm just in a purchasing turn then, which doesn't feel good with all these great cards out here, you know? So I'm gonna hold on to Storm Shadow, and then I'm going to spend everybody else here, which feels, again, it feels terrible because I feel like I should be punching something, you know? We can try to go against Cobra Commander. I mean, it's going to give us an extra complication from Serpentor, though. That's the thing that I don't like. And it's going to give us plus 2 wilds to roll against him, but still, the extra complication is what I don't want to deal with. If I could just not deal with that, that would be great. Gosh, against my better judgment, I'm going to do it. So we're sending Stalker on the Ram. It's going to give me 3 dice from the Ram. It's going to give me 3 dice from the Stalker's ability because he's going by himself, and then 1 die from his card. And then Serpentor is going to give me 2 hits? No, 2 wilds. It's going to give me 2 wilds as well. I'm going to have to deal with a complication. Complication is story mission. You cannot use utility cards to affect this mission. Okay, perfect. I'm not doing a story mission, so go away. All right, and laser cannon gives me 1 additional die for side mission. Oh, this is a group mission. Never mind. This is a group mission. I get to reroll 1 extra die, or get to reroll 1 die. So this is what we're rolling with. We're sending a Stalker on the Ram after Cobra Commander. We need a 6 or better. So fingers crossed I can get it. All right, that's 3. We got 6. We did it. Whew. Man, I was sweating over here. All right, we got it. So Stalker successfully took out Cobra Commander and put him in jail all by himself. So into the jail he goes, into the gulag he goes. Thank you, Stalker, for your service. Ram is going to go into the repair bay, and we don't have to deal with Cobra Commander anymore. We still got to deal with the +1 at the end of the mission, though. So can we also do that? Because I still have Storm Shadow. So we got 3 here, 3 there, 3 there. Yeah, we can super do that. Yeah, we're super going to go for the mission. We're going to take the penalty of +2 difficulty, though, because I don't think we're going to use a flying vehicle. Oh, no, we can use this one. Yeah, we'll use this one. We'll use the Tomahawk. The Tomahawk gives me +2 explosives and +3 tracker, which is useless to this one, but it's going to match, so it's going to reduce the difficulty by 2. Well, it's going to keep the difficulty at 5 instead of 7. So we're going to send that. So we're going to send the Tomahawk. We're going to send Storm Shadow. He's going to join. And then we're going to have Torpedo and Muskrat. They're going to jump in. And do you want to send anybody else? Nope, I don't think I want to send anybody else. Okay, so we are getting, this is a stealth. We're doing stealth. So 3 here, 3 here, 3 there. And this one's if a sea transport is used, +2 wild skill. It is not. +2 wild skill versus ninja. When you defeat a ninja, target player draws 2 cards. So no, that doesn't count. The Tomahawk does not give us anything that corresponds to the mission right now. And then Muskrat has an ability of rolling 5 dice. For every crit that we roll is going to be a plus hit or an auto hit on the mission. So first we'll do the complication. Complication says each player shuffles 1 Cobra Trooper into their deck. I don't care about that. So we're gonna get 1 Cobra Trooper into our deck. I feel like I should pull the ninjas instead of these guys. Yeah, I'm gonna pull the ninja guys because I'm making it more difficult for myself. Why not? Why not? Oh, these guys are, well, yeah, sure. Oh, no, I can't because these have Obey Cobra on the back. I lied. So they can't shuffle in. These will shuffle in. That was into my deck. Man, there's so many cards here. How many cards are in this deck? Jeez, I've just been buying all the cards on the left-hand side. The right-hand side has just been chilling with a nice, efficient, streamlined deck here. Okay, so that's our complication. Now we get to roll our dice. First, we'll do Muskrat's thing. So he rolls 5. For every crit that I get is an auto hit to the mission. So I get 1 auto hit to the mission. We are flying an airplane, so we don't suffer that penalty. That's on the card there, but we're going to roll the rest of these dice. So it's going to be 3, 6, 9. We need a 4 or better. Whew. It's just cutting it close. It's always the last dice roll, I'm telling you, every time. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we do succeed in the mission. Jeez, just give me a heart attack, why don't you? So we're going to lower the threat by 1. We're going to gain a command center tile, which is none for us to gain. They're all repaired. Oh, also we had a reroll I forgot about. So that's all fine. And that is it. So these guys are going to go into the discard. And we used Storm Shadow there. And this is going to go into our repair bay. And yeah, now we can continue about the rest of our life. So we're gonna do nothing else, huh? Yeah, we're gonna do nothing else there. So we're gonna go ahead and just spend our, oh, I am gonna play this card. If you control a leader, $2 extra. So this is gonna be 4, 6, 8, 10, plus 3. So I have $13 to spend. $13 to spend. So I am interesting. I'm gonna pull my reroll in here. So $13 to spend. We are, let's see, our next mission, our last mission is going to need marksman and explosives. So marksman and explosives. Actually, I'm gonna take spirit and freedom. I'm not gonna play them for money. I'll put them over here. So I have 4, 6, 8, 10. $10 to spend. That's enough money. Oh, marksman, nice. We want him. Yes. So he's a 4. And any more marksmen? Nope. So 4 and then 3. So I have a 7. So I have $3 left. And oh yeah, distraction. Change all single hits into crits. Heck yeah. All right, that's it. So that is it. We are done with the round. We're throwing all these cards away. And 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this goes here. End of round. We're gonna do blip. Oh, sorry, wrong side. Blip. And Serpentor does not have any end of round events, any round effects. So that's it. So now we're going to the start of the next round for the left-hand player. And we're gonna bring out, oh, sorry, we finished this mission. This goes away. We're gonna bring out our mission, our new mission, which is gonna be Don't Let Serpentor Escape. It's a story mission, group mission, and it says, this is the showdown you've been waiting for. Defeat Serpentor and keep him hidden away so Cobra cannot reactivate him. It's gonna bring in one complication, and it says, put Serpentor into play. You cannot defeat this mission while Serpentor is in play. At the end of each player's turn, destroy one command center tile. If you do, place one Cobra Trooper under Serpentor. So we can just like let him chill out for a round and then punch him next. But he's currently at an 8 instead of being a 9. So I'll just put in little 8s over here. Actually, I got spin down counters for this. There we go, he's an 8. Because he has one trooper under him already. All right, so we're over to this side. What do we have? Can we kick some butt? Let's see. How much butt can we kick here? We got oh yeah, we got marksman, wild, stealth. We need stealth to take him out though. So what we can do is we can do those two, right? And we need explosives and stealth. So explosives, we got just explosives. Okay, so I'm gonna play hacking gear here first. Hacking gear says roll 2 dice for each hit that I get. I draw 1 card. So we're gonna hack. Ooh. We get 2 cards. I got 2 hits. Yay. All right, so I got inspiration as well. Anybody have a leader? Okay, you got a leader. So we're gonna play inspiration. It says each player who reveals a leader draws 1 card. And nice, so we got Snake Eyes. It's not gonna help us, but sure. What else do we got? I think that's really it. Do we have a oh, sorry. These vehicles in the repair bay come back. So I'll say, do we have a boat? We do have a boat, but it's a 1-person boat. And we cannot recruit before we do missions. We have to do missions first. So I think we're gonna go ahead and just do the mission against Serpentor and try to take him out. I'm not feeling very hopeful for this one. We're gonna take the Tomahawk because it can take 5 people. We're gonna send Cover Girl. So we're gonna get 4 from her explosives. We're gonna get 2 from the vehicle. And then we are on the stealth side because yeah, we're gonna do oh man, yeah, that's fine. We're gonna do this. So we're gonna send Ripcord, 2 wilds, and then ambush is gonna give us 3 stealth. Is that enough? We need an 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have no rerolls, but we have distraction, which can turn a single hit into a crit. We also have knowing is half the battle, which is gain the number of hits equal to half the printed difficulty of this mission, round it down. So we can do that if we need to in a pinch. So I think we're still going to go for it. We're going to hope that we don't need to use knowing is half the battle right now. and we're gonna go for this one. So we need to do an 8 or better. We don't have a ton of dice. We only have, what is this? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So 11 dice, we need 8 hits. It's looking good. All right, so we need 8. So I don't think I see 8. I see 2, 4, I see 7 hits. The only thing I can do is I'm gonna do man. Okay, so the question is, do I take the guaranteed 3 hits that are coming from distraction, or do I take knowing is half the battle and get those 4 free hits? Either way I'm gonna win, but I have to choose which one of those. I feel like distraction is less reliable than knowing is half the battle, but knowing is half the battle gives me 4 here versus 3 there. But honestly, it doesn't matter if I'm min-maxing, so I'm gonna use distraction, because knowing is half the battle reduces that from a 7 to a 4, and I think I'd rather do a 4. All right, so we're punching him. Sorry, distraction's what we're using. So all these single hits become crits. There we go. So all those single hits became crits. And that is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So we got more than enough hits. So we do take him out. So Serpentor is now downed and in jail. Go to jail. Directly to jail. All right. So cool. We got him out of the way. And that was part 1 of our masterful plan. All these cards are going to go to the discard. Cover Girl has been used. And this is going to go into the repair bay. So the question is, can we take on the main mission? So the main mission, we need marksman and explosives. I can send 2 people, but it's not marksman or explosives. So I can send these 2. And then we got 2 marksmen over here. We cannot send solo Snake Eyes to them, but we can send these 2 along with them. And I think that's going to be the move. So we're going to get 1, 2, and then we're going to get 3, and then 6. And then if this mission fails, defeat one side mission you control. Knowing it's half the battles available as well. So we're gonna just go for it. If this fails, then we +2 to the panic track. Gain 1 command center tile. This mission remains in play. So if we fail, we just have to do it again, and that's not gonna feel great because we're gonna have to wait basically a whole round. But it's worth the risk. We're gonna risk it for the biscuit. Do we have a big vehicle? No, I think we used our tomahawk already. So we're gonna bring out the vamp, and we're gonna roll. I want to roll first to see what we get, and then I'll play knowing's half the battle if I need to. So 3, 6, 7, 8. So we need a 7 or better. Actually, we're gonna play knowing's half the battle now. And that's gonna gain a number of hits equal to half the printed difficulty value, then discard this card. So that, and that. So we need a 4 or better. May the odds forever be in my favor. Ooh, I have no rerolls either. Oh my gosh, this is bad. So sad. So we got 6. And that's it. We failed. So we failed that one. We did not win that mission. All right, bring on the consequences. You can't win them all. If this mission fails, you defeat one side mission you control. We don't control any. For each side mission you control, +1 hit. There's none. All right, well, sad day. Sad day for the Joes. So we're gonna boost this by 2, 1, 2. And we gain a command. Oh, wait. Drop that by 2. We get a reroll. Hold on. Right there. We get 1 reroll. I always forget about it. Just coming down to 1 roll again. Ah, it's fell. Okay. All right. I was hopeful. Just 1 reroll? No more rerolls? Sad day. All right. Well, we failed. so we get the 2 boops, 1, 2, and these go away. That's going back to its normal 7, and yeah, that's it. We get a slap on the wrist. All right. Oh, also, I forgot to, at the end of each player's turn, destroy 1 command center tile. If you do, place 1 Cobra Trooper under Serpentor. Okay, so we should have destroyed. Oh no. Sorry, we're still on this person's turn. I lied. Never mind. Yep. Okay. We haven't finished the turn since that card came out. That's what's happened. All right, so we are in kind of crummy shape. We need marksman and explosives, and we see no marksman or explosives. So we're gonna go ahead and get a vehicle. Actually, choose 1 Joe on the mission. Their highest skill becomes wild. We'll definitely get that. So hold on, how much money do we have? Sorry, I should see that first. So we have 1, 2, 3. Oh, I didn't even flip the complication. Sorry, this complication would have been activated. Story mission difficulty +1. Yeah, we would have lost hardcore. All right, so that's going down. So 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're gonna do 11. We're gonna spend all of our dollars, and we're gonna throw this card away. So we got oh, actually, we'll keep this card over here to the side. This kind of keeps it out of the shuffle for as long as possible. So we have $11 to spend. We're gonna take night vision goggles. That's gonna give us a reroll for every Joe on this mission. That's gonna be real nice. So it's 1. Actually, that's 3. We have $11, so 3. Oh, we're gonna get Lightfoot for sure. He's explosives guy. That's 6. Ooh, we have a group purchase that we can do. Oh, these guys were used. We have a group purchase that we can use. So wow. It's not gonna help us, but okay. So we spent 6. We have 5 left. I think we want Joe's. But this Hercules or C13 or C130 Hercules is pretty nice, but I'm gonna take this. Because we can group purchase this, but it's gonna leave me with no cards over here, and I'm gonna have no turn. Yeah, we're gonna just get this. Well, okay, we're gonna get drone strike. All right, and that's it. I have no more. So 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and is at the end of each turn. Yeah, at the end of each player's turn, destroy 1 command tile. So we're gonna destroy another command tile. Oh, so we're gonna destroy our first command tile, which is gonna be the laser cannon. That's gonna go down in flames there. Okay, that's sad. Okay, so now that we've done that, we got some cards here. Let's see, we got Budo's not gonna help us out too much, but we got some really good abilities. So we need to wait till the next round or so. So we can actually do something. So for here, for my turn, I have a very small turn. I can try to go against the mission with Snake Eyes and hope I get all all successes, but we're definitely not going to do that. So we have $4 to spend. We're going to use that $4 and do a group purchase with our ally over here. We're going to do, we need $9. We need $9 to flip back over the laser cannon because we want that to kind of be our buffer. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need $1 more. Yeah, we're gonna spend Bud 9. All right. So we spent our money. We spent all the money that we have here. We spent 9 to flip that over, so we're flipping that over. And it's the end of the round, so we're gonna flip it back over because at the end of the turn, we're gonna destroy things. We're destroying that same one, and then we're making Mr. Serpentor there, who's in jail. He's gonna be stronger, but he can't do anything. He's in jail. Okay, cool. So that's it. End of round. We're gonna go up on this. We're gonna add a Cobra Battalion. The first time we're adding a Cobra Battalion in a while. Okay, and now we're over to this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, Cobra Trooper. Showed up at the worst possible time, didn't he? Well, this deck getting a little thick too. 5, 6. So let's see. All right. So marksman and explosives. We got explosives, and we can get free 2 hits if you don't play any technology or utility. This one allows us to change all hits into, or all singles into crits. So that's that good card. All right, so we are going to use scuba gear. Oh, we got to be on a mission. All right, we're going to commit to a mission. And this Lightfoot is pretty cool. Oh, we're going to get our vehicle back. So our vehicle's going to come back in, and this vehicle is going to give us +2 explosives. So we're going to use the Tomahawk. And this is for all the marbles. For all the marbles, we're going to use a Tomahawk. We're going to bring in Lightfoot, who's going to be flying this one, and we're going to send every Joe we have. Actually, let's not send every Joe. We're going to send, well, no, let's send every Joe. We're going to send Jinx. We're going to send Ambush, and we're going to just be at the ready. So if I don't use any tech for this mission, then we'll get 2 auto hits. Will that be enough to win us though? Hold on, we have 3 here. We'll get 2 there. And we'll get 1 and 1. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need to get a 5 out of the 7 dice that we roll. I don't like my chances on that. And then we get 4 rerolls. Plus the reroll on the command center. I mean, we got a lot of mitigation, but I don't know if we have enough mitigation. I think it might be wise to wait until their turn to do it. So we're going to destroy another part of the command center. So we need to chill out for a second because I want to get better cards over here. So we're going to bring over Lightfoot, and we're going to try to, well, we can't bring over both. So we're going to spend $5, and can you give me $4 is a question. Cannot give me $4. Well, he can give me $4, but I don't like how he gives me $4. So he's going to give me $4 with this. I think that's worth it. The other thing I could break is a repair bay. We could break the jail. Breaking the jail is not going to hurt us. This is going to send, or break the stockade. It's going to send everybody back into the deck, which is going to do nothing. Because we're not drawing any more Cobra Commanders anymore. Yeah, we're not drawing any more big bad guys. We also have no more complications because we've already attempted this mission once and failed. So because of that, we can let the stockade break. So we're gonna not fix the laser cannon. And instead, I'm going to spend these $5 on cards here. So we're going to... oh, we can spend the $9 here instead. Get the big vehicle. Is that going to do anything for us? No? It's going to let us bring 11 Joes, but I don't think we're going to have 11 Joes. I think 5 Joes is a lot already. Yeah, so we're gonna spend our $5 that we have by ourselves, and we're gonna spend it on Lifeline. No, we're gonna spend it on Maintenance. They both suck. It's the main problem. Oh, actually no. I'm gonna hit Mainframe because I have a card that can change my. Oh, I already spent it. Never mind. It already went away. Choose 1 Joe on this mission. Their highest skill becomes wild. Never mind. Well, I have the card, so I'm gonna pull Mainframe anyway. All right, I have $1 left. Can't do anything with it. These aren't gonna go. Okay, draw my 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we got to break another thing in the command center, which is going to break the stockade. So all of these guys, look at everybody put in jail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them in jail. They're all going to come back into the deck. Stockade is broken, but nothing's going to summon anybody else. So it's fine. I mean, it's okay. It's not, it could be worse. All right, and now we got explosives. We got explosives. We got explosives. Okay, cool. We are in a good shape now. And we got a crossbow, which is going to give us +1 marksman. We got a reroll. Yeah, we're in good shape. We're in good shape. All right, so we kind of know what we need to do now. These guys were not spent. They're still here. So just for fun, for funsies, we're going to go ahead and send... Actually, no, I lied. Oh, we can only send one guy. Oh, shoot. Oh no, we're taking Tomahawk. Yeah, we got 5. Okay, so we're sending the Tomahawk. So let me make sure I'm doing this so I don't waste my stuff. We're sending the Tomahawk with Jinx along with these 3, and that's gonna be on this mission. So we're gonna send Ambush Joe is gonna go by himself to go fight, the Cobra Trooper, get him out of the deck. So we're rolling 3 dice. We need 1 success. We got the 1 success. So Cobra Trooper is knocked out. And he's spent, and now we're gonna go on the mission. So we're gonna go on the mission against the story mission. I feel like I have a really good chance of surviving this one. Ooh, and Falcon says apply the transport's terrain bonus whether it matches or not. So we got +3 tracker. Do we need that? Actually, we can change our vehicle. No, we don't have any good vehicles. Never mind. Yeah, we don't have any good vehicles. Unless we got the Hercules. If we got the Hercules, we would have a good vehicle to use that with, but we don't. So, okay, that's fine. All right, so for this one, it says apply the transport's terrain bonuses whether it matches or not. It's not going to change anything for us. But we're going to get 3 from here. Oh, sorry, let me start over here. We're going to get 2 from Outback. We're going to get 1 from Jinx. We're going to get 2 from Tomahawk. This is explosives, and then no specialty there. And then Lightfoot is going to give us 3. And then Tunnel Rat is going to give us 3. And Falcon is going to give us 3. And I think that's pretty much it. So if this mission fails, we can defeat 1 Cobra Battalion, so we'll get that taken care of. If no gear or utility cards are played during this mission, 2 hits. So we can get 2 hits if we don't play any gear. So I'm going to preemptively put those 2 hits there. So we need a 5 or better with what we have. So I'm not playing any gear right now, so far. And I'm currently rolling 2, 4, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 dice. 14 dice, I need 5 hits. All right, looks like I got my 5 hits. Thank goodness. All right, I got more than 5 hits. Oh my gosh, I just keep hitting. All right, look at all those hits I got. We did it. All right, so 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10 hits. 10 hits on the guy, the mission. So we got 10 hits on the mission. We have successfully blown up the thing. So our success reward is we win the game. Woo, we did it. Oh man, we did it. We won. We won. That was just as fun as it sounded like it was. Yep. Still took 3 hours. It's not beating the allegations, y'all. All right, so that's gonna be it for that one. Yeah, I think I'll do a short video doing a review of this afterwards. Or actually, no, you know, I'll do the debrief here. So that was the end of this one. The game ended how the game ended. And as far as everything goes, my entire feelings on this one is that it added some stuff. It was fun. Like the whole command module. The whole command module is very easy to overlook. I kept forgetting it existed. But having the repair bay here to get my vehicle back faster, that felt really good. Because normally I would just kind of suck it up and deal with the vamp because it comes back automatically, but otherwise I end up not using vehicles as much. So having this is very nice. The stockade was really fun because it allowed me to kind of ignore some of the people that I'm fighting, and that was really nice. That was really fun. As far as the battle station, I kept forgetting to trigger it, but there's been, I think, one time it basically took defeat and made it a victory, which is nice. The laser cannon give you an extra dice on side mission, which is nice, but I kind of forgot about it a whole bunch of times. But overall, this is a reasonable module to add in. This was pretty interesting. I think it takes up more space than it probably should, so that's a little annoying, but it's like a nice little visual, have a little cardboard paper crafts thing that I was talking about before in my review of the game. So that is on that one. As far as the new stuff that it adds, the ninjas didn't do much in this one, and that's mostly because this mission is not about the Cobra Trooper ninjas, and that's these guys here. And the mission 4 has a lot of them involved. Like, they keep showing up, they keep punching your command module, they keep messing with you, they keep doing all kinds of bad stuff. So they weren't really a big factor in this one. I think one showed up one time because of a complication, but outside of that, that was fine. It was cool. Nice little thing on the side, didn't really change much. And the extra cards that were added, I was originally going to say that it probably didn't feel like, or I was originally going in with the assumption that the extra cards that it adds wouldn't change a ton. And it didn't change a ton, but it was nice to have those extra people, because I know for sure Outback is from the expansion, and Outback is pretty strong. Also, Tunnel Rat, he's not Tunnel Rat. No, not Tunnel Rat. Where's Muskrat? Muskrat is really strong too. Like I like Muskrat. I think he was in the last one. Yeah, Muskrat is pretty. Yeah, he's in the base game. He's pretty strong. His ability of like rolling 5 dice and then any crit you get are auto hits. Anything that gives you auto hits are always nice to have. But Outback is really cool because you can send him alone against side quests and he'll just auto win. Because those are usually two or 1. Sometimes there are 3s for the precision strikes. And that's been pretty fun to like have him kind of in the mix. I also feel like I got a lot of cards, maybe a lot more cards than normal. I don't think I have any base game cards or any starter cards except for these 3. And that feels good. You know, it feels good that I can kind of get all the regular Joes, you know, trained up and retired or whatever. Some people say you destroy them, or the game says destroy, but I think somebody postulated that what happens when you send the regular Joe off to the side is you're sending them to training so they can specialize, and then they come back as Tunnel Rat, or they come back as Lightfoot, or they come back as Muskrat, or they come back as Outback, or they come back as Jinx. And I was like, that's a cool little theory. I mean, I guess. I guess that works for it. Sure, we'll go with it. But overall, though, it's really cool because this game also shows that this is just one expansion out of the many expansions that it has. And this game shows that there's a lot of different Joes that exist. I don't know exactly how many Joes there are. Actually, let me just look it up. How many Joes are in the original G.I. Joe series? How many Joes are in the original G.I. Joe? Because I know the real thing is that G.I. Joe, they wanted originally to just make a giant toy printing factory. So they had a whole bunch of GIs, and also his military propaganda from the United States as well. So the US definitely backed it. No, I don't want the first 13. There's 13 original Joes, but I just want to see how many Joes, how many Joes in the G.I. Joe world. It says hundreds of characters across all iterations. That is great. I want to see. Oh, it's a YouTube video. Oh no, stop. Sorry. Just playing a YouTube video in the middle of my recording here. Why can't I find the Wikipedia link? All right, here we go. Here's a forum. The forum says, and this is a forum for 2011, it says, of the 528 characters, a total of 218 characters have been, or confirmed, made into modern era. Sculpted at a 4 scale. Oh, sorry. This is saying, did you know that there have been 528 characters in the G.I. Joe series across all lines, starting from A Real American Hero, G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero to G.I. Joe versus Cobra, and then Venom versus Valor, and then Rise of Cobra, and then Pursuit of Cobra, in the 3.75 to 4 inch scale. I think they're talking about the toy lines here. And it says, of those 528 characters, A total of 218 have been made or have been confirmed to be made into the modern era. Sculpted at a certain size. So basically there's a lot of toys. So they wanted to pump out a lot of toys. And it's really cool that they're taking on, they as in Renegade, they're taking on all of the G.I. Joe material. They're giving you different Joes. Like, I don't even know who Chuckles is. I don't know who Lifeline is. I don't know who Falcon is. I've never seen them before. But I know in the shows for sure, especially the newest show, Tunnel Rat. I know Tunnel Rat because he's in the newer shows. Or one of the newer cartoons for G.I. Joe. Of course, Roadblock, I know him. Mainframe, I've seen him in an episode. I don't know if I've seen Ambush. I've seen Alpine before, but there's so many different Joes, and they just like throw them all in here. And like each expansion, you don't get every single one of them, but you get a lot of them, and that's really cool. That's really neat. You got Serpentor showing up in here, fighting Cobra for you, just like, you know, fighting Cobra to the point to where Storm Shadow ends up joining the good guy side. And for context, Storm Shadow is he's mostly a Cobra operative, but he also has his own interests. So there's a lot of times where Storm Shadow will end up teaming up with the G.I. Joe crew. One specific story that I remember is that Storm Shadow was working for Cobra, and then Storm Shadow and Spirit in Freedom, they ended up getting stuck in a cave, and they're just sitting there fighting, you know, basically fighting to the death. And they end up having to team up with each other to actually escape. In between Storm Shadow's abilities and Spirit and Freedom's abilities, they were able to get out of the cave alive. It was a cave that was flooding, and it's like mudslides, all kinds of impossible things. But they got out alive by working together. And then at the end, Cobra was about to, you know, pull the trigger on a big win, and then Storm Shadow just like secretly foils them. And then Cobra's like, "What are you doing, Storm Shadow? How dare you?" And Storm Shadow says, I paid back my debt," and he disappears. It's just like cool because I know that happened because from the little limited watch that I've done on the show. And it's nice to see that you got, you know, Storm Shadow and Spirit and Freedom ended up in the same deck. It didn't do anything from like a gameplay perspective except for giving more abilities to use. But it was still pretty cool, like, from a thematic perspective. Like, look, they're in the same deck. They're fighting together. They're gonna make it out of the cave together. And I say all that with a smile on my face, clearly, as you can hear. So, that all said, yeah, pretty fun. I do still feel, and I will always feel this, I do still feel that this game lasts like 45 minutes too long. Like, there was a point when I was doing my video, I don't know if you noticed, but I was like, okay, am I at the end yet? And I was like, nope, I'm only on Act 2. I feel like at that point, if the game had ended, great. This would be a great experience. I liked it, cool, it didn't overstay its welcome. And then I had to go for the last 3 acts in Act 3, and I was like, oh my god, why am I still playing this game? Not that I'm having a miserable time, it's just more of a, you know, all right, I kind of know that I have the numbers in my favor, I got a lot of cards, I'm really strong, I'm really powerful, my power fantasy has been fulfilled, I don't need to like take my power fantasy and then do it again 5 times before the game is over. And that's kind of what kind of feeds into my original review of the game, where I think the game lasts 45 minutes too long, and I still feel that. I do enjoy playing it though. I mean, it's been more enjoyable than I played it because I've gotten over the dread of having the extra 45 minutes of this game lingering on. But I've gotten through that by just kind of sinking into it, just saying, okay, cool, I got the things I need. What do I need now? How can I plan? Let me go ahead and just start walking through these missions. And it's been fun. And as you can see, my threat track, I did a great job of managing that. I had a lot of opportunities to kind of keep it low, and that felt good to be successful and having the game end on the yellow side, only in the yellow area. And yeah, it gave me a nice challenge. There was some times where I was like, I got this, and then I didn't got this. There was a time I rolled 14 dice and I needed 5 hits, and I only got 3 hits or whatever it was. And I was like, wow, that's dice for you. So yeah, so that's kind of the whole thing. So as far as the Shadow of the Serpent expansion, the other mission 4, as I mentioned before, does a lot more with the ninjas, and it does a lot more with the command center. So the command center gets attacked by ninjas a lot. So you have to basically go fight the ninjas and get them off to the command center, and then you have to repair the command center to get it flipped over. So much so that the game starts with all the command center tiles face up instead of all of them face down. So it basically says that, hey, these are going to get knocked out. You might want to protect them. And that's pretty cool. There's also an expert mode card, so you can make the game a little bit harder, and all kinds of other fun stuff. So yeah, cool. I'm glad I sat down and played this one. I'm looking forward to trying out Cold Snap. I'll try that off screen, off stream. and see if I want to commit to doing a playthrough of that one too. But if I do, you'll see it. If I don't, then this will be kind of the end of me playing G.I. Joe, the deck building game for a while, because I need to start learning how to play some other games here too soon. All right, so that's going to be it for this video though. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed it, and as always, I will see you all whenever.